quite manage to get all set up. I was too busy talking about Wake 5 and Power Plant. It only works when you're in spec Krakovic, and also in general, like, I don't think anyone else is gonna have this client, and since I stream all my games, you can see that I'm not cheating. But yeah, cool. So let me just do 1 or 2 more things here, and then my full focus will be on the game. I'm gonna get Frosty on here to co-cast a bit. What other good games are going on right now? Is this the game I should be watching? I'm noticing that everything is lagging, which is great. But yeah, I should, what other games are going on? Skills on number 4, of course. You would say that. Krakovic, Daft Punk. Can I call you Daft Punk? Like, I don't really like saying Krakovic. It's a very weird thing to say. I think my coffee ought to be just about done. Let me go see.
Quad damage in 10 seconds. Health boost in 10 seconds.
Okay. Where'd my headphones go?
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
Yes, this is Redon's cheat client, and it's fucking lit. Alright, where... I should, like, add a stream text note or something explaining that this is not a cheat client for anyone to use. But, let me unmute Frosty in Twitch Tournament if he's here. Where did everything go? What the heck? What? I don't have a mouse? I need a mouse. Oh, I'm using the wrong mouse. This is what happens when you have 2 identical mice on your thing and one works and one doesn't. Sorry for going in and out of the game. As usual, the stream will get more streamlined as time progresses. Toph is putting up a good fight here. Let's watch Toph and see how the heck he's keeping this close. Well, that's some pretty good MG. That'll help in any situation. Randomly turns his back on Raphael, I guess because he wanted the health boost so bad and he didn't really have the ammo to fight. So, I guess that makes sense. Now, he's got a pretty good situation here. Needs to finish this kill more clean than he's doing. Alright, just barely gets it. Quad, he's taking a long time to get the quad. This has already been too long that he's waited to get the quad. He needs to get some really good rockets on Raphael now. I don't like how he's playing this. Oh, there's no quad rings on the Ogro. I mean, the Iron Snout. Whereas Vintage Snout is supposed to have, like, orbiting quad rings, I think. I don't see anything. Poor Bud Spencer, man. He didn't play that right. He needed to go get spam rockets on the quad when Raphael was down there. He had a huge advantage. He just sort of folded on that quad for no real justifiable reason. But yeah, I'll have to figure out why Vintage Snout doesn't have quad rings working correctly. Because that's a bit of a damper on my plan to bring back Vintage Snout. But we'll just deal with it for now. I can always put on normal Snout if I need to. Meanwhile, in the game, Toph has kind of blown everything. It's not out of the realm of possibility that he could make a comeback, but he's going to be not getting this quad. He has screwed up his momentum entirely, and I have to say I feel pretty bad about his chances here. I'm also noticing that the item timers only work if I stay on one player's POV for a while. Like if I switch to Raphael's POV now, it's going to reset. Oh no, it's still got the quad. But it doesn't know the green anymore, even though Toph picked up the green. Oh, it's because the green's up. Alright, never mind. Is health boost up? Does that mean health boost is up? What kind of skin is that? This isn't a skin, it's the original Iron Snout. When the game came out, it was this and Ogro. No. Well, I just told you. Yeah, it's classic Snout. Is health boost up, or is this... Because this is the first game I've ever watched with this client. I was testing it this morning to make sure that it worked and stuff, but I haven't actually watched a okay, yeah, health boost was just up that whole time. Very interesting. Looks like Raphael has at least lost yellow, and Toph has gotten yellow, so Toph must have made a nice timing play, but taking way too much damage there, kind of meeting each other unexpectedly. And now Toph's gonna lose everything again. So Raphael really not likely to lose. Brecht, all this is that it's one client black frosty thing with some mods that Redon made so that when you're in spectator mode the timers show up. When you're not in spectator mode the timers won't show up. And furthermore, I don't think we're going to distribute this client to anyone because
in 10 seconds.
Duh. I mean, like, I don't know how easy it is to take what Redon did and make it show up in not spectator, but obviously we don't want to encourage that. So I don't see any reason why I need to distribute this client to anyone. When you're watching my stream, you can see the item timers for your viewing pleasure, and when you're not, there's no reason you should need to see these. So yeah, I know, Frosty, I have to unmute you. I didn't know you showed up yet. Let me go unmute you. Sorry, the game is briefly paused, and now Frosty is able to talk. What's up, Frosty? No, he's muted again. I just unmuted him. He must be muted himself now. Going back to Twitch tourney here. Yeah, he's not muted. Oh god, you're deafening. Yeah, you're pretty loud. Can you turn down a bit?
Is that better?
That's a little too far down.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
How's that?
That's pretty good. It might be a little loud, but we'll run with that for now. So, have you been watching Bud Spencer, Raphael? No, you're somewhere else entirely. What's been going on in whatever game you're watching?
Right now, I'm trying to set up my push to talk.
Oh, okay. Good idea. I think you are still a tiny bit loud. Just a tiny bit. And by the way, levels in general, people, as always, let me know if the game sound levels are appropriate to the speaking. And furthermore, let me know about this config. Basically, I took a vanilla config and like I turned off glare, I turned off you know, decals, I turned off some stuff, I turned off HUD gun sway, and then I added my HUD guns and original Iron Snout. Everything else is pretty vanilla, so let me know if this config is looking good to people, if there's any settings I should change, and if levels are good. So Raphael wins. Toph puts up a good fight. He's got to be disappointed because he really screwed up on that one quad, where he had every advantage he needed, and he just kind of somehow let Raphael have it. He didn't spam down onto the quad from the spot where you can spam down on quad. He just kind of waited with shotgun. To be honest, I really don't know what he was thinking, but I'm sure he'll tell me after the game something like, I wasn't thinking, or I don't know. But so that was his big mistake. After that, I kind of didn't pay as much attention because he was really out of the map after that pretty badly. So what's next? We have, let me go to the bracket on my phone here and see what the story is. How's everyone's day? How's everyone feeling today? I am just streaming today, Zob. I don't feel like playing. I didn't train because I didn't feel like playing. I'm really, really busy this time of year. Um, this is the pause where I try to decide how much of my real life to share. I'm gonna go with none for now. But I'm really, really busy this time of year, so I just haven't had the time to like play Sauerbrot and get in shape and think about competing. So I figured I would just stream, and it's kind of a blessing in not so much disguise because now you get a fully commentated FFA stream with the top players instead of just the JS30 players. Not that there was anything wrong with that. That was amazing. But yeah, so I think this is actually a good opportunity for everyone. I expect that I will get back to playing when I have more free time, because I can never resist for too long. I always get the urge to prove myself. But we'll see. So let's see here. Frosty, if you could keep me posted on what games are happening to the best of your ability. I can't really like check
Yep.
Discord and stuff that well because I have to keep tabbing out a full screen.
Yep, right now we have Master and Krakovic on server 1, Ben Zomatic and Bertolt Brecht on server 2, Toph and Tamino on server 3, and Skills and Sarah on server 4. So take your pick.
Yeah, guys, what do you think? There were a lot of. I think those all sound like moderately interesting games. I think Toph. I don't know Tamino's skill level. That one sounds like Toph might win comfortably. All those other games sounded pretty entertaining to me. So, what do you guys think? Got one vote for Skills. Hey, I'm gonna go take a look at what the games are doing. I gotta hide HUD. Okay. Server number 1 is me. That's where I just was. Server number 2. Nothing's happening yet. That looks like it's gonna be Benz versus Crone? Or no, this is a different FFA player. Did you say this was Crone, Frosty, or is this someone else?
Brecht.
Oh, it's Brecht. Man, people need to use their real names. And this is Zara versus Skills. Wait, didn't you say Master was playing a game?
Yeah, on server 1 with Krakovic.
Okay, he just hasn't gotten there yet. Alright, I'm inclined to watch. Well, really, this game is pretty interesting to me. I think Benz actually has a lot of FFA skill that I haven't seen much of. So that's kind of interesting to me. Then Master is always fun to watch. And then Skills is a fan favorite. So really, all three of these games have a lot going for them.
Well, we can just go back and forth and
Yeah.
see what's interesting.
Alright, well, I'm going to start on Benz and Brecht because I think Benz is the heavy favorite, but I don't know how much Brecht's been practicing, and I kind of just want to see where Benz's skill level is at these days. So I'm on Benz. He's rotating the items normally. Looks like he wants to screen now, which makes sense, and he's just taking the fight to Brecht because Brecht doesn't have much to work with. Looks like Benz is going to be right on time for this armor. Brecht seeming to be aware of that as well. Now that's the machine gun rush that tends to win you the the situation, but Brecht just doesn't really hit the machine gun he needed to. I don't know, like, Ben's just kind of, his brain just sort of messed up there, and he just didn't go for quad until he decided to finally go for quad. Somehow this doesn't bite him, and as a result he has quad now, and Brecht is probably hiding somewhere. Well, Brecht is kind of not really hiding. Oh, there's the quad rings. They're just very small. Anyway, the yellow armor's up. Benz does get one kill out of that quad ring, and indeed he's kind of looking unstoppable right now. I don't know if he's probably got the health boost. No, he doesn't. It looks like Brecht must have taken the health boost. But he'll be getting the next one most likely with this kind of control, and then he'll be in the kind of stack where you can really never release control if you don't want to.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I think we're definitely looking at a mismatch here, just from my experience and what we're seeing in these first 2 minutes.
Yeah. Ben's prioritizing the yellow armor, but it works out good because that's where Breck decided to go, and he's gonna get the health boost anyway. So at this point, I think I may have seen enough for now, at least. And I'm gonna go check out the games on different servers. So on server 4, I believe, is where Skills was. We've got Skills versus Zara, and yeah, I'm gonna hang on Skills versus Zara for a bit and see what these players are capable of. I know Zara prefers Insta primarily, but
Yeah, they both do.
they both do. Guys, how are the levels? For me right now, I'm like, I kind of can't hear myself talk, so I want to turn things down, but I don't want to screw up the levels if the levels are good. So I'm going to do that, but please keep me posted in chat if anything's getting out of sync.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
Not 10. I don't want Soundval 10. That was not what I meant to type. Skills absolutely butchering the jump to health boost, which then Zara butchers even harder. However, Zara will eventually get there, giving up yellow armor in the process. I have to say, with this new client armor time display,
Quad
like
damage in 10 seconds.
half my casting is suddenly irrelevant because I can't just say armor times and have it matter. They're all there for everyone to see. I've been completely replaced by machines. Alright, well, Zara gets the quad and gets destroyed, so that's too bad for her, but she does get the counter frag, and we're at a tie game here after almost 4 minutes gone, so this match is looking sweet, and I'm probably going to stay here unless it gets blown wide open. Zara not super timing on the yellow, though, even if she low shit the last one, so Skills gets that for free, and Zara is going to go straight for this green armor without looking for the trap, get away with it, and they're going to play Insta, because they're Insta players. Skills breaks the truce, fires a rocket, gets the kill. Zara gets an unfortunate spawn, and I'm on Skills again now. Let's see. He needs to get to yellow in 8 seconds after this. And it looks like he's going there. Good for him. Zara's there too. Suddenly, these players have perfect timing. But Skills will eventually come away with it. Next one's going to be at 5. And immediately another fight, because this is Metal 3, and Metal 3 often happens faster than you can talk.
Damage in 10 seconds.
Skills has everything he needs for this quad. He's just going to want to make sure that Zara can't do anything cheeky. Looks like Zara is going to go from that angle. But she times her jump terribly, thinking that Skills was going to back off from the spam. A good idea, but it just absolutely fails. And she ends up worse than she would have been because Skills now has the quad and he's got a massive stack. So, 5 frag lead so far. If Zara doesn't get lucky here with Skills find. Well, Skills really doesn't end up finding her. I think if Skills had just looked to his left, he would have found her, but he doesn't. So the lead is only 5. Health boost is up, and Skills has the luxury of being able to go for it. Lucky to kill Zara there. If he hurries, he can get everything. He needs to just keep Zara here and not kill her. No, he needs to back off and run for yellow. Alright, well, that was a novice mistake. He gets lucky, though. Zara does not spawn anywhere near the yellow. So he's actually fine. But yes, if anyone's trying to play better, don't do that. You want to leave Zara alive there and back off onto the yellow. Alright, so Skills managing to top up all his weapons constantly. Not really managing to deny many weapons from Zara, but it's not mattering because he's just running everything right now. And Zara doesn't even seem to prioritize getting the right weapons that well. Skills a little slow getting his spam rockets in there, doesn't get the quad. And yellow's up. He seems distracted. But Zara isn't really that aggressive on these yellows, I've noticed. She only really turned up for 1 so far. And as a result, Skills is kind of getting a lot of yellows for free. And since the score was 8-8, 4 minutes gone, Skills has just done everything he needed to. So, Zob, you might, Krakovic is beating Master 10-1 on corruption. Well, I'm not that surprised. It is an upset because Master's been training so much, but Master's just not very good at corruption. I remember in JS30, I'm not sure who his opponent was, but he barely won on corruption against, I think, a lesser opponent. He doesn't seem to have even figured out the best way to get up a jump pad yet. So, I don't know how much training Krakovic has, but I'm not surprised that Master's doing poorly on corruption. Skills
He's
has,
played a few games on there.
yeah, a few like total in his career, or you know, or a few recently.
Well, I think as many as Master.
Interesting. Well, let's go see why this is happening. Because this game is looking like a lock for skills. Zara is getting back into it a bit, but I want to see what's going on in the other game. We'll come back here in a minute and make sure nothing crazy happened, because Zara does look like she has a chance to get some control here. Alright, Master's already come back into it a bit. He's got 5 minutes, so this is not over for him. He needs to get to quad, but he takes essentially the wrong teleport. Of course, with Master's movement, he just may want to go the clever way. Crazy double back from Krakovic there. Master's got yellow, but he's got no health. He needs to just, yep, this is the right play. Can he hit the second rifle? No, he switches to pistol and also misses. Now, the good news, Krakovic is weak, but get the pistols. Pistol, hit him. Hit the pistol. The nade, no. All right, some bad luck there for Master. I mean, wasn't really luck. I mean, it was lack of aim, but really unfortunate not to finish that kill, especially after hitting the clutch rifle leading into the quad. He really should have been able to get away with, but he's got the yellow. Next one's at 11, and he's got all the weapons he needs. So just like that, and he's got health boost too. So Master is sort of firmly back in control here, as long as he can take controlling fights. Right now, I noticed that he's not really... Alright, well now he's found him, but he wasn't really paying attention off the spawn there. He needs to get some rifles. Corruption is a strong rifle map there. He's got 5. 5 will get him a distance, but I would drop down for the other ones personally. And he needs to put more pressure on Krakovic. Krakovic's just taking the green. Going through this teleport is good.
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
Good play. Yeah, I don't know if he knew Krakovic was there for sure or not, but if he did, which I did, that was a great play. So now he's going to get this quad, barring a catastrophe. This is looking like a catastrophe. All right, he gets the quad. Yellow's not up for him, but it will be soonish. He's got enough to work with here that he should be able to get some quad frags. I can see he's a bit nervous. A little bit of lag there. All right, well, he's going to get the... Oh, my goodness. Holy crap. Fuck balls. All right, I should remember my language. This is marked as mature, but maybe don't need to freak out quite that much. Anyway. Oh, he's dead. Well, he did get 1 frag out of that quad. He's getting a free health boost here. He knows the yellow armor time, which Krakovic might not know. Master acting like he doesn't know it either. It looks like Master has lost the yellow armor time because they're fighting for this 10 seconds too early. Master does somehow win and freaks out with his weapon switches. Maybe a bit of frustration. There's yellow, and Master gets it somehow. What are the pings here? Master with the worst ping. I have no idea how he picked up that yellow armor in a total 50-50 situation. 3 frags, 4 minutes. Master, Krakovic dead even. Krakovic is better prepared for this quad. Master's right on his tail though, and they explode on each other. I don't. Master has some interesting lags, man. All right, Master's got 5 health. He wants yellow. He's got a health pickup there, but he's got to watch out for Krakovic rifling. Krakovic probably wants to force the issue here. Master is totally lagging out now, but he's going to the health. He's sort of stabilizing here. He wants the health boost as well. He's going to get it. Oh, he's found Krakovic. I don't think he's going to be able to kill him before the quad runs out. Careful. He doesn't have rockets. Oh, it hits the clutch rifle. That was awesome. All right, he needs weapons now. He needs to probably drop for machine. Well, he's got time to get yellow first. So he's going to wait on yellow. Where's Krakovic? Krakovic's got green and MG. He's going to make a push here. But Master hits good rockets and gets himself out of the situation. So he's got machine gun now. He needs to go re-up his rockets, and he needs to put pressure on Krakovic. Only 1 frag to make up, but still, with 2 minutes, you want to get that lead now and put pressure on Krakovic, probably.
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
Krakovic has good weapons. Not much armor, but really, position and weapons here, he's in a better spot than Master.
10 seconds.
Master with the clutch lags, and does manage to finish the fight off. 52 health, not quite what he wanted. Krakovic is going to have to stop and complain about that lag, and I don't blame him. This is pretty intense lag from Master right now, which has just ended, but, yeah, I mean, you got to feel bad there in that situation, because, it's like that was like a Huey Brown comment there, Frosty. Anyway, you got to feel bad for him because he did have the advantage in that fight, and the lag definitely played a part in him losing the fight. So too bad there, but Master did have the weapons in stack to win the fight, just not the position. So we'll give it to him. And now he's taken the lead in this really quite awesome comeback. Putting down Lokio's absolute madman comments. What the hell? Master spams his suicide bind out of nowhere, loses all of his control
Quad damage
with
in
30
10
seconds to go. I've never
Gotta
seen
wonder if
anything
it's
like it.
nerves.
And now
Maybe
it's
he
tied.
has a skill bind
And now he's
close
gonna
to
lose.
his keys.
That is awful. I can't believe it. My reaction is not doing justice to what just happened.
I think he could win this fight.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah. Maybe you can ask him what his thought process was there.
Oh, alright, so Master threw because he felt bad.
So, in case you were wondering, our next games are Redon versus Krakovic on number 1, Raphael versus Hate on 2, that might be a good one, Lokio versus Benzomatic on 3, and Hanzik versus Roddy on 4.
A lot of good games there, actually. Yeah, Zob saying Crack won because of his... Crack won because of his friend level, which is a reference to the constant friending, but also kind of what happened, because Master, knowing Krakovic is a good guy, just felt too bad about the lag and decided to throw a frag. So, again, Master, really, I never would have done that, so I gotta give him credit for that. Well, I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna go to one of these games. I don't know. I'm gonna go to Raphael Hate, which has already gotten started on corruption, and it's looking close. So I think I'm gonna stay here for now. Hanzik Roddy. I guess Hanzik's probably gonna win that pretty comfortably. But it could be an interesting game. Definitely upset potential there. Zob's saying he kind of wants to see Hanzik. I really think this is gonna be a better game, Zob. Does anyone else want to see Hanzik more than this game, or should I? I'm inclined to stay on this game, but if other people wanted to see Hanzik, I would go there. I think this is going to be a really interesting game because I think these two have trained together a bit, and also it's the battle of the FFA training versus the weapon training. Raphael with much better weapon skills, but less FFA experience, but really not that much less. Like,
Boost in 10 seconds.
people shouldn't forget that Raphael has been around a long time, and during that time he's trained FFA off and on quite a bit. He focused a lot more on pit maps until maybe this modern generation. You know, a lot more Elegy and Metal
Quad
3.
damage in 10
But
seconds.
yeah, I mean, Raphael's very good. Raphael could realistically take a title in FFA at this point, I'd say. You know, everyone remembers when he beat me, 43 to -88 on corruption. So, you know, with that kind of skill, I honestly don't see how anyone could beat him here. And indeed, he is off to a 12-5 lead and is dead somehow. The moment I switch to Raphael, Hate magically kills him. So, I guess back to square one here. I am going to stay on Raphael. Yellow is up in 11 seconds, and it seems like he's prepared for it, but he sticks out there and takes an unnecessary rifle. Gets the rocket on Hate, though, but not enough to win the fight. Hate is going to take this yellow, and I'm going to go back to watching Hate, because I feel like it. Alright, he's probably going to have to let Raphael get his health boost, but doesn't take too much shotgun. Does take that rifle, though, and he's going to go to the green, which I agree with, but they're probably going to... Nice rockets. Well, yeah, like I was gonna say, they're probably gonna end up both
Quad
weak here.
damage in 10 seconds.
Quad and yellow coming up at basically the same time. This is a tough situation. Raphael's going around. One more second. Doesn't get it. Probably if he'd just been standing on the right spot, he would have gotten it. But Hate hits the clutch rifle. Thing of beauty. Thing of absolute beauty. Hate's ping is nice and low for Hate right now. He's rocking a low 200s. Nothing in the high 200s. Pretty good, honestly, and it's stable. So that ping allowing him perhaps to hit that. I think Raphael is the best all-around player right now. Yes, he is. It's objectively true. If you consider rankings to be an objective thing, he's ranked #1 on the all-around duel ladder ranking tournament ELO thing on Sour Duels. You can go look at it. I think he has a decently commanding lead there as well. Hate with the hands. Yeah, we're not, fortunately, having to see Hate's hands. Oh shit, I forgot to change on my rifle skin. Well, anyway, that's not important. Yeah, so I got distracted by that whole thing, but Hate has done well to survive a couple tough situations here. He's going to get this yellow, but he's way going to be late for quad, so really his only hope here is that Raphael's standing way out here for some reason. Oh, but he runs out of rockets at the crucial time. That's an intelligent spam rocket, but I think Raphael stayed up. Yep, he did. I like this hiding spot. I don't think Raphael saw him there. I don't know. Let's watch Raphael and see if he finds Hate.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
Oh, Hate moves. Hate leaves the spot. Raphael's going to prefer to just take a safe yellow. And Hate already has a full yellow. He should go to health boost right now.
I don't know what he's doing.
Me neither.
Took way too long.
Well, I think health... No, Raphael... No, there it is. Yeah, Raphael, assuming Hate was going to have already taken health boost. So a couple failed assumptions there result in Hate eventually getting health boost. And he has a mammoth stack right now. In fact, my new colored health things are actually blue until they now aren't. But they were blue for a moment there. If Hate can live another 4 seconds here, he will get the yellow. And it looks like he's going to do that. So right now, we've got 15-12, 3 minutes, and Hate in solid control. He needs weapons. He's only got 2 rockets, but if he goes back... Oh, unfortunate spawn. Ah. Damn. Well,
I think that could have been prevented though, had he set up for quad in a better position.
That is an amazing rifle.
I don't think he really had a need to pressure him at the teleport like that and take unnecessary damage.
Yeah, he could have backed off onto those rockets. It still would have been fine if he just hit better rockets off that spawn, honestly. So, no, I'm not feeling bad for Hate particularly. Just, well, no, I am feeling bad for him, but I don't feel like he got robbed. Regardless, he hits the clutch rifle through the grate to kill Raphael and prevent the quad. And now if he can survive another 8 seconds, he'll get this yellow. Raphael doesn't seem to know the exact time. He's putting a really aggressive moves on it. And Hate, oh, that's cool. Oh my goodness. But Raphael not getting right on the yellow, so dropping a frag but getting the yellow. Turn around, man. You need this frag. What are you doing? Alright, Hate, very specific about how he gets his frags. Wanted to take as much damage as possible rather than a free kill while Raphael only had pistol. Whoa, boy, not again. You gotta be kidding me. Hate's a little pissed. Yeah, Hate, I mean, I feel you, but, like, it's your fault, too. If you were just a little more careful in your fights, that spawn wouldn't hurt you so much. Oh! Alright, well, it looks like he's going to survive this quad run. So, we haven't really been watching Raphael, but I don't mind because this is, I kill switch, yeah. Ace Tenchi Magical. Yeah, man. Let's talk about Vintage FFA later. Meanwhile, we've got 19-17, and it's time for Hate to finish his comeback. He's going to do it right here, unless he super fucks up again, which he kind of does. Hate, it's not that big a deal. You just got to get the... Hate, what are you doing? Don't let him get on the machine gun again. Alright, Hate is really nervous. That's the only explanation for these screw-ups. He's still got a chance here. All right, it's tied, and he has a good chance to get the quad if he hurries.
Health boost in
Raphael
10
is
seconds.
on top of it. Hate, don't jump up here, man. 64 and 6. Hate's got the rocket angle. Got the spam angle. Misses all of them somehow, but Raphael's got to get to him. He's going to take the yellow. 13 seconds. Quads Raphael is running out. Yes, I know what I just said. And Raphael's not going to be able to get the frag with quads. They're going to have to play for overtime. Well,
I think you made the right choice.
yeah, this is a good game. All right, Hate gets the kill more normally for a change. Again, ignoring Raphael off the spawn. Somewhat justifiable, but oh god. Rockets. It's time for rockets. You are confused. All right, makes it work. Some really, really weird fights from Hate this game. Like, weird fights. But somehow, everything that has gone against him has then immediately turned around and gone for him. Like, if he hadn't gotten that spawn down low with Raphael after he screwed up the last fight in regulation, he could have lost by now. But instead, another mutual at quad. Actually, usually Hate's been losing, but then killing Raphael. Another mutual at quad, and who's gonna get to the yellow? Hate is going to get to the yellow. Hate has 3 frags in 1 minute and 3 seconds with yellow. If he plays this correctly, he should be able to win. It would take if he loses it's his game to lose, as they say.
This might be a good opportunity to bait the green armor.
Well, Raphael is actually going to go straight at the yellow, and he's going to lose. Yeah, I don't think that it would have been unlikely to see that play from Hate, given how cautious he's been the whole game, and I don't think he needed to be as cautious as he was. I think the reason that he keeps losing these fights is because he's being so cautious. But it's probably just reinforcing his desire to play cautiously. Nonetheless, it looks like he's going to take this game with a score near enough to 27-22. Crazy game. Not surprising to see him have a less damage delivered there. Clearly out fragged by Raphael there. So the thing about this format, I mean, we're gonna see Master and Raphael are gonna eliminate each other in the loser bracket. So neither of them are gonna be going as deep into the tournament as maybe I thought they were. Hate, however, not surprising to see him go through here, because he is the recent JS30 champion and an honorary member of the top 10 as a result. One of our most dedicated FFA players, I think, out of everyone. Hate has probably been training the hardest and the most in this last year, 2-year span, whatever it's been. So cool to see him get that result. But yeah, hey, Killswitch, what's up? Who would you say the most dominant FFA player of all time is? Well, since you used the word dominant, I agree with Ace Tensei Mazzucchelli, because they had reigns that were dominant. You can argue about whether, I mean, objectively speaking, they didn't reach the talent level that FFA has today, just because, FFA hadn't gotten there yet. In their time period, they reached the highest skill level that anyone reached, but FFA has been evolving for years since then. However, in their eras, they were dominant. I mean, Ace won like every title for a year. I mean, and so did Tenchi. And Magical and Tenchi, what they did was they traded titles. Like, when one would get Grand Champ banned, then the other one would play. So they didn't always, like, neither of them got as many individual titles as they could have, because they literally just traded, because they were both Whoop, and collective success was more important to them. So, yeah. Well, but then again, Redon, I think, has staked his claim to exceeding those guys' dominance. He has now basically done the same thing. I mean, he won 6 FFA titles in a row before taking a title off, like just not showing up. And that was over the course of a very long time. So I think Redon actually may have become the most dominant FFA player of all time. He hasn't looked as invincible as those guys did. Although, I mean, Ace had some finals that went to 3 maps. I mean, I should know. I took him to 3 maps a couple times. But,
I feel like in this era, FFA is a bit more. I don't know. I don't want to say like popular, but it feels like the skill level is a lot higher, and there's a lot better players these days than say a few years ago or back in 2009. I know you don't want to hear that, but I think
no, I'm cool with it. You know that I have a reasonable take about this. I mean, if you don't agree, I guess you don't know that, but I'm pretty sure my take is inarguably reasonable insofar as FFA is objectively more skilled and more competitive now than it was back in the day. Actually, I'm gonna add a caveat to that in a minute, but finishing my take, yeah, those players should be highly respected for what they were able to do in their eras. They had it. They had that competitive fire and elite skill. I'm sure if they played in today's era, they wouldn't be as good as us, but they could get as good as us. But yes, FFA has evolved. It's better now. There's no debating that when you look at the level of play in the older demos versus now. It's just the way it is. But I will say in 2009 and 2010, FFA was as popular as it is now. It was the dark ages were like 2010, 2011, 2012, 2014, where it was just basically me and Hanzik, and mostly me, and no one else.
efficiency kind of took over in terms of the weapon modes.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, it took a while. Like in SWL, a fix still wasn't that big until the end. It was just an all around thing. Most people were playing a fic in practice. The team modes were big, and FFA just wasn't. It wasn't that competitive. It's pretty much. Yeah, it was pretty much just me versus Hanzik in terms of people who had a realistic shot at the title. Achille did win a title. He managed to get a title where no one showed up and I was Grand Champ banned, so, good for him. He was pretty good at dues in old style FFA. That's basically all you can say for him.
Without the health boost, they just rifled everyone.
Yep. Just take the yellow armor and keep rifling. I was like, this is how you do it. It's simple. You'll be good at it. And he was like, you're right, I am. So I think Redon, though, even in terms of just dominance, I think he's overtaken those old players because he's dominant in a more competitive era, and he's just as dominant, if not more dominant. There were more players playing back then, or the same amount of players playing in like 2009, 2000, because you had the entire Quicksilver clan, like that were all playing FFA, and you had a lot of DMs that were all playing FFA, and then you had Spank players who were all playing FFA. So it really was big back in 2009 and 2010, 2010 especially, I guess. Oh, and you had all the Whoop players who were all playing FFA. So, it was popular and it was competitive, but I think there still wasn't as much parity. Now Redon has to contend with me and Lokio and you and Hanzik, all these players who are really top level. Like back in 2009, 2010, you had all these players who were serious competitors, and they were all playing FFA and training hard, but you didn't have a reasonably huge amount of top players. You just had, when Tenchi and Magic out, it was just them. They didn't really have anyone to compete with. Hanzik wasn't providing much challenge. I wasn't good yet. And then in the Ace era, Ace had to contend with, like, Tenchi and Magical stopped playing. Ace had to contend basically with me and Beast. There wasn't anyone else that was. Hanzik stopped playing in PSL. RB boycotted PSL. So yeah, he was basically contending with me and Beast, and we were good. I won a title in that era. I'd gotten pretty good by then. I took Ace to 3 maps a couple times, and I don't know if Beast ever did that or not, but he was good. I mean, so Ace was playing some good players, but still, that's just 2 of us. And then in my era, I was just playing Hanzik or whatever noob. So I admit that while I think I had reached a skill level that was higher than my predecessors, I did not have much to contend with in terms of anyone other than Hanzik, who was really at a top level. I did fight Ace in one game, but I was much better than him at that point, so it was really easy. But yes, in this era, I think Redon is having to contend with many more players in the absolute top echelon. And I think Redon has, in all respects, currently solidified the greatest FFA player of all time. designation. All right, that was a nice conversation. Are any games happening? No, they aren't. So I didn't waste anyone's time here because nothing is happening currently. Okay, Master Roddy on FFA Metal 3. That's a big deal because one of these players is going to win and one of these players is going to be out of the tournament. So this is a hugely important game. And we're just in time. Master with the clutch quad steal. And dies immediately. But 9-7 Roddy. I don't know when yellow's coming up because I just connected. And now I do. It'll be up next at about 57. Roddy gets it. Master looking a little frustrated. I think he didn't see his tournament even being in danger this early, but maybe he did. But to me, he looks a little more frustrated than nervous. So we'll see. I'm gonna go on Roddy because he looks more in control right now. Let's see how he's playing today. Taking unnecessary shotgun damage here. Taking a lot of unnecessary shotgun damage, but his yellow armor timing bails him out. And he really wants this health boost. He's willing to rush through these nades. Beautiful movement there. Excellent stuff. Hopping onto that ledge and then rifle jumping up to the health boost. Smooth as butter.
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
Master making a fairly optimistic push with rifle there. And is going to die here. Really, Master would have been better off sneaking around and taking some explosives and spamming the tunnel. Having now failed to do that, he is in big trouble. Not able to escape on this quad run. In fact, taking 3 frags, that's bad. I mean, sometimes you get unlucky, but it's very achievable to get like a 1 or 0 frag quad run in this map if you really make your opponent hunt. So they're fighting for yellow. Roddy's going to get it. Better spawn, better awareness, and manages to steal the health boost. I'm guessing Roddy has better ping. No, he doesn't. I don't know, man. Whatever. Point is, he does steal the health boost, and this puts him at a very respectable stack. Master is lagging through that teleport. What is happening? Alright, well, he's dead now.
Damage in 10 seconds.
Now he's lagging even worse. This is some kind of serious lag we're seeing from Master right now. Quad's up. Hopefully Roddy can attack it. Alright, well, Master's getting back into this. Really a lag fight on yellow that kind of let him do that. I know Master doesn't... He feels bad about the lag. In fact, he chose to essentially forfeit his last game because he felt bad about the lag. So nothing against him, but hopefully his ping can stabilize a bit. Well, Master with the aggressive backwards jump onto the health boost and gets clutch rifled out of midair instead of taking 1 more health before doing that. And as a result, all his control is gone. Taking these 2 machine gun pickups, the most important weapons on the map, and setting up and getting shotgunned into pieces. Still, he might get this yellow. Nope, he's not going to get this yellow. And Roddy, at this point, is in really good shape. He's got 13 frags to protect for another 4 minutes. That is by no means GG, but if he can get this quad... What even just happened in that fight?
If this game gets out of hand, there's a pretty good game going on server 4 between Skills and Krakovic.
Alright. I feel like this game has more relevance, so I'm going to stay on it for a decent while until it's well out of hand for Master.
Yeah, I think it's about 3 minutes ahead anyways, so gear game.
Alright, well, 30-11. It is definitely getting out of hand. I don't know if Master's level on this map is to the point where he can make the kind of comeback that is going to have to be made here. Versus the top player on this map, 20 frags in 3.5 minutes is absolutely doable. But it's going to be really tough if you don't know how to... What?
Also, big shocker right now, Benz is winning 14-3 against Bud Spencer on middle 4.
Well, you can never be too surprised by Bud
Damage in
Spencer
10
underperforming.
seconds. Health boost in 10 seconds.
For anyone who doesn't know Bud Spencer, he's a very talented player, but he's got a lot of inconsistency issues that have dogged him over his career. So I don't mean that to be like a personal insult when I say that you can't be surprised by him being underperforming, just to say that that is one of the main problems that his game has had throughout the years. So, you know, you hope to see him play up to his level in every tournament, but if not, then he'll just have to keep working on it. All right, I'd say this game is out of hand.
He's also been away. Bud Spencer's been away for about a month or so, maybe he's just a little bit rusty too.
Yeah, he was saying he played like 4 or 5 games to prepare for this tournament, as if that was like a lot, you know. So yeah, I would say he's
Well,
pretty
that's a
rusty.
lot for you or me.
Yeah. All right. I've seen enough. Master is going to be eliminated from this tournament. That's too bad. I would have liked to see him get to play some more of his maps later on, but you know, it's a tough tournament for him. He's still a very new player, and you know, he put a very good showing on corruption. Ultimately, chose to forfeit it. Really, I mean, it wasn't a true loss. So, sort of, Master's King wins this game, or loses the game for him. Roddy playing very well, and now I'm on Ben's Toph, where Ben's is off to a really strong start. This is going to be really tough for Toph to come back. I'm more interested. I think you said there was another game. Art's going to crush Brecht. Skills is beating Krakovic. Now, is this supposed to happen? I have no idea. What do either of these guys train FFA?
There's some banter on the DM channel, but I forget who wins because, you know, they just say a lot of stuff and it's hard to know what's accurate. But
Yeah, no, these are two of the biggest mouths in Sour, for
Quad
sure.
damage in 10 seconds.
Wait, Benz is beating Bud Spencer. Is that what you said? I was just there. That's not that surprising. Benz seems like he's really trained a lot in FFA lately. I always see him in Sour Tracker games, and I don't think it's a surprise that he should have reached a skill level and activity level that would allow him to beat Bud Spencer. Krakovic appears to have given up on life
Health boost in 10
entirely,
seconds.
like all the way. So this game is probably over. I'm going to go back to that Benzomatic game. Yeah, Krakovic literally not even moving. Very, very boring. I went to the wrong game. Now I'm going to the right game. All right.
looks like we're having a bunch of blowouts here, so I don't think it really matters where you go.
All right. Well, I'll be on Ben's, and I'll answer Zob's question from before. Would you say the competition was better in the past? Probably, since more players were playing. So, yes and no.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
It's a really tough question. Like, Sauerbraun in the last year or two has legitimately had a resurgence. I don't know about player numbers compared to 2015, 2016, whether it's up or not, but in terms of the competitive scene, I mean, Sour is better than it's been in a really long time. It's just tough to say. Things were so long ago. The competition at top, I mean, as I just said for FFA, I can definitely say the competition at the top of FFA is the best it's ever been. And the competition in the middle is the best it's been since 2010. So FFA is thriving right now. CTF is dead, whereas CTF used to be alive. So the competition in CTF is a lot worse because it ended. Same for Classic Capture. That used to be, you know, a thing that people were serious about, and it's good. Classic Capture is good. It's a good game mode. ICTF, the competition was way higher because people were playing it. Now, no one really wants to play it. and the tournaments are pretty rare for it. So ICTF is pretty dead. ECTF. There were more teams and players, but the level at ECTF right now, I would say the competition in ECTF is much stronger these days. There's less of it. People mostly just show up for tournaments, but the level is so much higher, and there are a lot of good teams. So, yeah, I think I don't know. I think the competition is better from a quality standpoint now. Maybe it was easier to have fun back then when there were more teams you could play with. Insta, less competition now, just not as popular. FFA, much better now.
Damage in 10 seconds.
You know,
Boost in 10
FFA
seconds.
took a long time to get going, man. The Grave won a lot of the early tournaments, and then Aquerda got good, and then it was just like me and Aquerda were the two best FFA players by a really long margin, and Aquerda was way better than me, so there was no competition there for a while. It wasn't until 2014 that like me and Raphael caught up to Aquerda, and the competition started getting a bit better. And then I think in 2015, Raphael was dominating, but a lot of other players had gotten good. So I think end of 2014, 2015, FFA got pretty good, and now here in 17 and 18, it's been pretty good. So that was the long-winded answer to your question. It's not a yes or no. It's better in some ways, worse in others. Yeah, but I think overall the takeaway is that Sour has been really, really coming back to life, thanks in large part to Frosty's tournaments. And I'm very happy with where Sour's at. What else is going on in chat? Evaluating Benz, saying Benz is underrated. Yeah, it looks like Benz is underrated. He's absolutely wrecking shit on Metal 4 here. And apparently Lokio Hanzik is coming up soon, which is going to be absolutely lit. It could go either way. I can't pick a favorite. I think that Lokio, with his level of practice right now, like should be the favorite in theory, but you can never count Hanzik out. I know Hanzik has been practicing a bit, and if Hanzik gets on his maps, I mean, some of Hanzik's best map is Lokio's worst map, so you know it's a matchup thing. And I don't know until we see how the maps go and how the first minute goes. It's going to be tough to guess what's going to happen here. So now seems like a good chance to take a look at the bracket, see how we've advanced. I'm never gonna get this yogurt in my mouth. Too much talking. Who is Skank Hunt 42? I don't know. Who is Skank Hunt 42? Great question, Frosty.
He just joined the channel for a second, so I was wondering if we had a third caster or someone spying on us.
Yeah. Well, there's not much to spy on because everything we're saying is being broadcasted live anyway. Right. So the bracket is in alerts. There it is.
We got Read On and Hate and Lokio and Hanzik up next, so starting to get to the big, exciting games.
And in the loser bracket, Benzomatic is going to have to deal with Roddy, which we probably won't get to see because of these better games, but that will be a good game. Skills is going to have to deal with Raphael, which is hilarious and probably going to be one-sided. I expect Raphael to advance through the loser bracket here, especially if Lokio sends Hanzik to the loser bracket and we see a Raphael-Hanzik rematch. Those two are very evenly matched, it seems like. So if Raphael can play just a bit above his normal level, he could be advancing all the way to losers round 5, where he would have to face presumably Lokio? No, Hate, and then anyway, let's see what happens. Yeah, we got Read On Hate and Lokio Hanzik, and I think we can all agree that the better game is going to be Lokio Hanzik, most likely. So I'm going to stay right here on Sour Duels number 2. I think I have just enough time to put some yogurt on this honey and consume it for like 30 seconds. Did I say yogurt on the honey? I keep flipping my words. Chat's blocking chat. Keep grabbing the wrong mouse. Yeah, I got 14 people watching. Not enough. More people need to care about FFA. Even though I was just saying how great it is. Yeah, I meant honey on yogurt. You guys got me. Did Metal 2 not get rolled? I would have seen a veto on it by now if it had. Corruption. Well, this favors Lokio massively. Hanzik is not like an invalid on corruption, but Lokio has looked sick on corruption lately. If you hear any weird honey container sounds, they're from the honey container. But I'm making some interesting noises right now with the honey container.
Sounds like there's some bees in it or something.
It does sound that way. But I assure you, everything's normal here. Alright, we're on Lokio, and we're getting a quick neutral here. It looks like Lokio is not going to fight for the green armor. He's going to go straight to yellow, and he falls down and changes his mind. Goes for the green. Hanzik nowhere to be found. Hanzik rifling from top. That rocket is lucky to hit, and Lokio is going to be able to kill him. I thought Hanzik had taken the better position there, but Lokio getting that spam rocket totally turns the tables on him. We're going to see Lokio with the early control here. Hanzik going down for those machine gun probably. Yep, and Lokio is right behind him and should finish him off. So there he goes. Lokio getting the spawn, hitting the perfect rifle. I'm loving what I'm seeing from Lokio so far, just in terms of the confidence in his aim.
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
Prioritizing first yellow over health boost, standard play. And now he's going to want to get to quad. Only 52 health, but he'll get this health pickup, and he should win this easy. Yep, no problems. So, not much to say other than Lokio off to a rushing start. Hanzik needs to play careful here, which I don't know. I don't think Hanzik does that. In fact, yes, rushing straight up that jump pad into quad. Zero concern for his life. And rushing with pistol afterwards. This game may get out of control fast if Hanzik's going to play like that. Because Lokio on this map is a force right now. Oh my goodness. Sick fadeaway rifle there after getting caught out with machine gun. Absolutely raining down rifles on Hanzik there. Beautiful stuff. Repositioning. Gutting. Oh my goodness. How does he get that angle? What are the pings? 85. That's a good ping, by the way. Oh, right. He's in New York. New York pings well for Europe. Anyway. Sick rifles. Continuing to be sick rifles. Takes a lot of damage there, so maybe Hanzik can get back into the map. Nowhere to be found so far. They're gonna... Oh my god, he survives. I really thought that Hanzik would at least get the mutual there. But Lokio is still alive, and he's still doing damage with quad. If he can wait another 7 seconds here, which he absolutely can, he's going to get yellow and be totally fine. He's going to have gotten away with that whole quad run and taken yellow. Yep. So there it is. And Lokio manages to take all that damage taking quad, but still maintain his full control. And for any of you out there who don't really know... Corruption, 17-1 is huge. Like, big lead. Big time, massive lead here. So, it's like, it's almost over. It's pretty much almost over. You know, I've noticed something about, everyone knows this. People in esports casting, typically, and casting in general, but I think esports casting is more self-conscious about this. There's always this insistence on acting like, you know, oh, there's still time. Like that's an in-joke for Quake people, because Zoot would always be like, there's still time. It's like, okay, great, you want to make the game seem interesting, even if it's turning into a blowout. But like, screw that, man. I'm calling it like I see it, and the way I see it is that it's 20-1 on corruption. And this is not looking possible for Hanzik at this point. I'm going to watch Hanzik and see just why he's so bad. And then I'm going to go to hate read on if it's happening.
Yeah, and Redon's winning 25-1, so
Okay, I'm gonna have some yogurt. That's what I'm gonna do. Just gotta sit here, eat my yogurt, maybe say some
we
words.
have we have Benz and Roddy, which is somewhat close. It's 10-5 on Skur DM1.
That's close. That's nothing right now. I'm going there. This is over. There's no chance Hansa come back into this in my book. It would be a complete meltdown by Lokio because you can easily stall out the amount of frags that are left here. So, rip Hanzik, and I'm gonna go to server 3. Yep, server 3. And this is cool too because we'll see an SKRDM1, which we haven't yet. So I'm on Benz. I don't know how much practice Roddy has had here, or Benz for that matter. I think Benz has probably played it more because he practices with Lokio, and this is one of Lokio's favorite maps. So that might be why he's up 11-6 with full yellow practically. And however, he has let Roddy get the machine gun. The cardinal sin on this map, although it is extremely difficult not to let someone get the machine gun because there's way too much machine gun, which is why I don't like this map as much as some others. But nonetheless, here we are on it, and Benz hits the clutch shotgun. Roddy going in a predictable pattern up that ramp, and Benz is like, see ya later. He's going to get his yellow, and he's going to be right back in control as if that quad never happened. Creative rifle at the jump pad there. Inadvisable pistol rush. They're both late for health boost. And again, Roddy gets the machine gun, but Ben's fortunate not to take that much damage. He's not going to get this health boost. Probably going to die to shotgun here. Yep, dies to shotgun. Yellow's coming up. Is Roddy going to be on it? He is, but he might not live. He does not live. He's going to take green. He's got shotgun. He needs to get this machine gun, and he does. So he's got something to fight with at least. And he does a shit ton of damage coming up the jump pad. So again, that's why it's really hard to master the art of controlling this map and really suffocating someone on machine gun, because if you just let your opponent have machine gun and you don't think very carefully about where you're going, it's very easy to lose all your stack. Mutual on this quad. Who's going to win the race? Roddy wins the race. He needs to get over to yellow. Yellow is up. He needs to not go up this. He learned his lesson from last time. That's good. Benz is going to have green, which should let him get yellow. You can see he's fully focused on it. Oh, it's going to be close. Roddy falls off the side. I was worried that was going to happen. I'm on Roddy still here. I'm trying to see what he can do here. I mean, he's only down 8 frags. It's absolutely manageable. Certainly getting outplayed so far pretty consistently. Beautiful rocket there to finish that kill. He's going to get green. He needs to go to yellow, though. Green is kind of a trap on this map, I have to say. It's on the total wrong side for yellow. Oh! Come on! Yes! Roddy, no, bad. Okay, we're having jump pad fun. Although I don't think it's that fun for Roddy right now. Whiff shotgun. Basically a whiff. Good spawn though. Not able to also get the quad, but at least gets the kill. Now he wants to take health boost, and then this is early. He is super early. And he's gonna get... Well, he's lucky to do as much damage as he did, but yeah, I mean, he should have just gone to health boost first and defended it and then taken yellow like Benz did. But Benz kind of screws up his attack and doesn't get that much out of it. And he's going to get this green, which is nice for him. Roddy finally gets the yellow armor. He's only got 11 health and he's going to die. So, kind of a Pyrrhic victory there.
10 seconds. Health boost in 10 seconds.
Gets that rifle. That's really going to help him not lose the squad. But a mutual looks like the better spawn. He's taking his time to get there. Very fortunate that Benz wasn't able to get there with that poor movement. Now, Yellow is up in 3, and he's coming from the wrong direction. Roddy's showing some, I think, clear inexperience here. He's not even going to be able to close the distance here, is he? Juking back. Well played. But just not quite well played enough. Two minutes, 21 seconds, 25 to 17. It's not over yet. In the real fashion of it's not over, where it actually isn't over. So it looks like Roddy's kind of playing himself into shape on this map. I've noticed as it's gone on that he's made some adjustments to his game that have improved his outlook. However, he is still just not getting to this yellow armor early enough. That's another thing about this map that can really take some getting used to. It's just not
10 seconds.
like the last few steps of getting to the yellow armor. Like, okay, you get across the map to yellow armor side, but then you've got to go through this series of jump pads, and you have to come at it from above. You can't come at it from below. People underestimate how long it takes to set up for yellow armor here. And Roddy is getting a great nade. Roddy is consistently underestimating how long it takes to get to yellow armor. Like, he should already be in position now, but he's got no health. And Benz, or whoever this is, yeah, it's Benz, knows how to do it and is there. Good attack from Roddy, though. It doesn't make the same mistake he did last time, so he can get green. He's not going to get green. But he is going to get a kill soon. So Roddy needs to... Well, he's dead. Roddy needs to get weapons and play for this next yellow. 7 seconds. He should already be up there. Oh, I really was hoping he would live, but that was a great adjustment from Roddy. I can really see. I'm really seeing him show up to yellow earlier. It's kind of that simple. He's making some nice angles of attack, and he's
Health boost in 10 seconds.
giving himself a chance in this map. 8 frags now with 40 seconds. Looks like he's gonna go for the yellow rather than quad, which. Oh no. What are you doing? Okay, clutch. Also clutch. You're out of rifles though. Get yellow. It's fine. Go straight to yellow and now go absolutely nuts. Probably not possible, but he can at least put some respect on the score line. Lag is happening. Yep. Alright, this is over for Roddy, but I'm actually pretty impressed with what I saw from Roddy here, because it really looked like at the start of this map he was not totally sure how to play it, or you know, maybe he has practice here, but he was making some fixable mistakes and he fixed them. So I'm impressed with his in-game adjustments there. Even though it wasn't quite enough to win, it was enough to really keep himself in it, and other than the initial lead that he lost, he didn't lose any more frags and almost came back. So impressive from Roddy, but of course got to give props to Benz, the actual winner in the game. He showed that he's been practicing with Lokio for sure, because he was always early meaning on time, to the yellow armor and attacked the quad from the right places and knew how to take advantage of Roddy when he was down low. So Roddy will be sent home and Benz advances in this competitive loser bracket. Yeah, Lokio has played Corruption to his best map. I don't think it was always his best map. Maybe he disagrees, but it's clearly his best map now, because he is just looking unstoppable there. I haven't seen him lose it for a while, and I feel like the last time I played him there, or the last couple times, it was like kind of like that game with Hanzik. Maybe not quite that bad, but pretty bad. So yeah, Hanzik would have been better off vetoing something that was Corruption and not something that wasn't Corruption. Art ending skills here, as everyone predicted, skills included. We'll watch skills for a minute.
Boost in 10 seconds. seconds.
last glimpse for his fans. I think we're in for a really good final today, guys. I wish it was the best of 7, because, like, Lokio's shape is just looking really good, which surprises no one who's been paying attention, but, yeah, it's looking amazing. Just noticed that the vintage Iron Snout has the CTF guns in his hands. That's pretty cool. I don't know what I was expecting, but that's pretty cool. But I guess I wouldn't be able to really use these in team modes because the quad rings are so small. In team modes, you really need to see which player took the quad. I wonder if there's anything you could do to make the
Health
quad
boost in
rings
10 seconds.
more noticeable. Like, just reskinning them to be somehow brighter in all spots. I don't know. All right, we're going to see the winner bracket final already. This is big because in the current format, the winner of the winner bracket final gets an extra Mac pick in the grand final. I know several players have voiced the concern that this is an overpowered situation. However, you need to get something big for winning the winner bracket final, so it's unclear yet whether this is the best solution or if there's a better one. Seem to have gotten disconnected, which is fine. Reconnect. We'll chill here and see when this epic game is going to get started. Always the
Okay,
wide
so we'll
open.
have Hate versus Benzomatic here, and we'll have Raphael and Hanzik 1 on server 2.
These are both great games. All right, yeah. So, taking a moment to collect myself and contain my excitement because there are no bad games left. We're only going to see great games from now on. Although I suppose if Hanzik advances in the loser bracket, no, then he'll be playing Hate. Yeah, I think we're only going to be seeing good games. Potentially, if Hanzik gets all the way through the loser bracket and has to face Redon or Lokio again, if he gets another map like Corruption, we could see one more blowout. But I don't think. I think it's highly likely that we won't see another blowout besides maybe that for the rest of the tourney. So I've now completely jinxed it. We're not going to see a single close game ever, but I'm excited. And I think I will start on Hate Benzomatic, but I also think that I'm going to toggle back and forth a little bit because both of these games are equally exciting to me. I'm really pulling for Raphael over Hanzik. No offense to Hanzik, just I think it would be cool to see. Raphael's always been just a step behind Hanzik, and not that he needs more titles, or needs to, actually wait, Raphael, stop playing FFA and get worse quick before you ruin everything. But seriously, it would be cool to see him finally prevail over Hanzik and really get deep in this tourney. I think he came third in the last tourney, the one where we had huge absences of Lokio and Redon, so it was, I think the standings was me, Hanzik, Raphael, in that order. All right. The game has started, but it is not started. All right, now it is actually starting. And I'm going to go on Benz. I know how Hate plays this map. I don't know how Benz plays this map. Yes, Lokio, that is exactly what it will be. So, here's my thoughts starting this out. I know that Shaky, who some of you know better than others, has beaten or come very close to beating Hate on this map before he changed his sense. Because now he's changed his sense, he's bad. But he'll get better. But right now he can't aim very well. But anyway, so Shaky is very good at Metal 2. Compared to some other maps and compared to mid-tier players. But it does say something about the fact that Hate has definitely not mastered this map. Then Benz I've never seen here. So I guess what I'm saying is I think this could go a lot of different ways, and I'm eager to see some more evidence one way or another. They're fighting for second yellow armor, and they're mutual killing, and Benz is getting the better spawn, so that's pretty good for Benz. He can maybe get on this quad. Hate's gonna be there though. Oh, Benz, just not the best way to rush through there, but he will get the kill. So at least not getting into a quad run situation. But if he'd attacked from the bottom, he may have been able to actually secure that quad. So yellow's coming up in moments. They're both on it. Ben's somehow losing that fight. I thought he had everything he needed to take that yellow. But he loses, and Hate's now got it. Now, Hate's also going to get those 2 rockets. Ben's fortunate to hit that rifle there because Hate has everything. Well, he doesn't have machine gun, but he can get that very easily. And in fact, I think that's what he's going to do next. Taking a detour to the health. I'm not sure if that was necessary. But he should be able to secure this. He needs to be careful about the angles. Yeah, right order there. You got to take health boost and then yellow. And Ben should be able to get over to this health boost, but they're going to start staggering. Oh, they're already way staggered. I should pay more attention. Hate is totally wrong on his priorities here, but makes the right decision quickly enough. And now he is absolutely taking his time with these spam rockets. And now he's going to kill Benz, and Benz is going to spawn at the yellow. But he doesn't get it. So everything's fine for Hate. Next yellow at 53. I may be seeing that Benz does not know this map as well as Hate, because Hate is absolutely cruising. To be fair, Hate has gotten a couple things to really go his way, as far as the quads are concerned, and as far as not getting unlucky with the spawn of Benz there. But he's 200 right now. I mean, these health boosts are ceremonial for him at this point. No DM Shaky. Definitely no DM Shaky. Shaky isn't... Nope, not saying anything about Shaky. Just that he's definitely not in DM ever.
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check out Raphael, because this is getting really out of hand fast, and I may be eating my words. This does go to show why, when Shaky gets his aim back a bit, he should definitely play these tourneys, because he could be the one beating Benzomatic right now on Metal 2, because he's really good there. I accidentally clicked on server 1 again. Oh, look at this. They're on SKRDM1. Well, that's cool. Well, we're going to start on Hanzik. taking the worst fight ever there, and losing all of his control. And he's also prioritizing green over health boost. And also there's lag. Who is lagging? What the hell? I'm gonna hope that was me. No, it wasn't. Hopefully it's not the server. Hanzik is going to straight up pause the game.
I think it's Hanzik because the Raphael's ping is still stable, so I don't think it's the server or any of us.
Good. Hanzik always gets confused about who's lagging. You shouldn't have said that, Frosty. Now you've given him an in.
He'll blame it anyways because it's never his connection or anything like that. He always says he turns off all programs and therefore it should be good.
Well, network issues suck, to be fair. Utter voodoo for the most part. While I was playing Quake Live for the first time in forever yesterday, it was absolutely ridiculous, just spiking like every 15 seconds. Very, very odd experience, and I have no explanation for it. Regardless, this is Sourbrun, not Quake Live, and the game has restarted. We're on Hanzik, who is having some micro lags, but looks pretty good now. Flow of the game definitely off a bit, but he has managed to show up and deal a ton of damage on this quad. How much does Raphael even have here? Well, not much, but if he can get this yellow armor, everything will be forgiven. 1 health. 1. But I think he might stack back up from this. Kind of tragic for Hanzik 1, actually. I mean, he was so close to stemming the bleeding there, but instead, Raphael has health and weapons and armor. Losing the health quickly. I think we're going to see a very messy SKRD1 between these people because they're both such aim beasts. Like, either of them gets a weapon and control is just not going to be a thing, which, you know, maybe a flaw in the map, maybe not. But regardless, here we are on Raphael, who has taken a 3-frag lead, but it looks like it should be more the way he's been playing. I don't think this shotgun fight at range is going to work out for him, and indeed it doesn't. Quad's going to come up with mutual stacks of nothing, and Hanzik's got the high ground. But he doesn't finish him off with that rocket. So hopefully he can finish him off here. Yellow's up. Where is Hanzik? There he is. Rifle, fine. That's all I need. So Hanzik hitting the perfect rifle with no fear, taking the yellow, and now it's Hanzik's turn to try to run this map. Interesting combo there. What are the... What? Raphael! Stop breaking the game by hitting like 5 rifles in a row and eliminating the concept of control. Hanzik getting the health boost, and I think he's going to set up early on this yellow because it's Hanzik. He doesn't know when the yellow is coming up. He just has a general idea. If it had been 2009, his timing would have been perfect. But it's not, so we've got Raphael with the armors again, and it does start to look, Zob, like your prediction may be correct. If Hanzik will understand the map, he will win. Yeah, well,
damage in 10 seconds.
Doesn't necessarily seem like it's gonna happen. I think he understands the map. His timing on yellow armor is a bit bad, and Raphael's been outfighting him. But I think Hanzik absolutely understands the map. He's attacking yellow arm from the right direction. He's attacking quad from above. He had a situation where he was going for green armor instead of making his way over to health boost earlier. That was a bit odd, but
Health boost in 10 seconds.
he doesn't strike me as not understanding the map, and he's played this map before. It's newer than the other maps in the pool, but it's not a new map by any means. I mean, nothing that's in the release is newer than 2013, so you know that was a while ago. That year was a lot of time ago. So while I'm suggesting more micro lags for Hanzik, sage advice, to be honest. And maybe he's been doing more micro lag while I haven't been watching, because the score is now 18-14 with Hanzik probably taking the yellow. Yep, he just took the yellow. So choosing an odd fight here, really sloppy, gets owned, and I could tell he was gonna get owned just because he didn't look confident the way he was taking that fight. He had rifle and machine gun, and even though in theory there's some benefit to machine gunning someone in the air, he knew Raphael had the weapons to put in a lot of damage, and he was kind of just a sitting duck, nowhere to really dodge.
10 seconds.
So yeah, I saw that coming. Now Hanzik's back in a big deficit. So I think he played that poorly. He really didn't need to stand there when he could have. Oh boy, does he really think the yellow's coming up? No, you can see he gets hunches, and then he gets hunches that his hunches are wrong. So he had a hunch that his first hunch was wrong, but this hunch, he's sticking with this one. And if he can make it 2 more seconds, yes. So that hunch was good enough. And good machine gun there. So now he needs to stop Raphael from picking up weapons. And he's more interested with picking up weapons himself. But he does get a pretty clean kill there. So again, he needs to stop Raphael from picking up weapons. He's going to stay at range, making the shotgun useless. Raphael's too weak to do anything. And after this, I think Hanzik will go for yellow. He does have enough time to make this work, but it's going to be close. Essentially, he can only hope to kill quad. He's not going to take it. And he does. Alright, that worked out basically as well as it could have from what his plan was. Health boost is coming up. Hanzik really doesn't have the weapons. Good fighting, though. He does take more damage than he should have. So he's got enough time to take this green and then go back to yellow, which he's clearly about to do. And I don't think Raphael's got much health, so if Hanzik just hurries... What is he doing? Alright, bizarre. Nonetheless, pretty much fine for Hanzik. He is still in control. Raphael's going to be above with weapons. He should be careful now. I have a hard time calling that careful, but he's not dead. He's taking the green. Raphael attacking with no weapons, and we have a tie game. After Raphael has been in the lead pretty much the entire time, Hanzik has caught up. And indeed, if he can stabilize here, he should be able to take this yellow armor for free. Looks like Raphael's coming from the side. Great fighting, great angle from Hanzik. All he needs is health. He's gonna get it.
Boost in 10 seconds.
Keeping his distance here, knowing he wants health before he wants to take a proper fight. And he's gonna get the health, and he might even get the quad. He's going to get green first. And fortunately, Raphael assumes that he's dead. He died. I have no idea how that happened. I mean, I'm guessing that Raphael took the guns and they pointed them at Hanzik and shot, and that's probably what killed him. But I didn't expect it.
He had 2 really big rifles before that. I don't know if you noticed that.
Right before Hanzik took the health, right?
Yeah.
And that's why Hanzik went for green. But I thought he had enough health with green that he would still win that fight comfortably. Nonetheless, he didn't. But he really can't be complaining that much because he's gotten his health and armor back up, and he is eating rifles because Raphael is an insta-champion now. So he's dead. But this is fine. If he goes right for yellow now, he's taking too long. No, Raphael is... Okay. That was pretty clever from Raphael, actually. Knowing he didn't have the health to maybe take the yellow, just standing back and baiting Hanzik on it. So that was actually sweet play. And this game is going to come down to the final seconds unless someone goes on an insane quad run here, which could happen. Hanzik's got better position. Raphael has better weapons. Not the health he wants. Hanzik needs to trap him here. Yellow's coming up. Oh, yeah, Hanzik's going to take the yellow. Okay. But Raphael is plenty stacked now to work with quad. I'm on Raphael, by the way, seeing can he find Hanzik. Hanzik's not even freaking hiding right now. He's just jumping around, but looks like Raphael's going to let this quad go away and maybe play for overtime. 7 seconds. Hanzik's not the type of guy to play careful, though. He's going to jump right on him. 60 and 10. It's going to be overtime anyway. The yellow is...
It's a pretty bold move by Hanzik.
Yeah, no doubt. Not surprised by it. Hanzik's default setting is bold, but
I think Lokio's term for him was the brute force algorithm
Yep.
of FFA.
That was it, and it is still the best term I can imagine anyone coming up with. So somehow they've both died and are fighting from a mutual standpoint. Hanzik winning the rifle battle this time and going to set up with no health for quad. In fact, instead of that, he's going to just go somewhere else completely, then change his mind and come back and destroy Raphael again with the Hanzik hunch on hunches thing, deciding, you know what, that decision's wrong. I'm going to make this one instead. And instead coming back, perfect time, getting out to a huge lead in this last minute here. Full control, still has quad. I think we're going to be crowning the winner on this map, and it's going to be Hanzik 1 in a thrilling overtime comeback match. But it's not over. 6 frags in 47 seconds. 35 seconds to quad, so quad's not going to be a big factor. I think Raphael might be too on tilt to make it happen, though. Hanzik's got a health boost overstack. He's late to yellow, but he's got the better attacking position. And now I do think that it's safely over. I'm not sure what Art is confused about here. Perhaps just the fact that he has managed to lose this in general is sending signals to his brain cells that he can't comprehend. But yep, we're seeing some justified frustration here. I mean, he was in the lead until very near the end of the game and then just sort of lost hard. I think Hanzik... I'm not sure it was so much that Hanzik made adjustments as he got control and he took everything. It didn't seem so much like a conscious decision to deny Raphael specific weapons. It was just like, I'm going to take everything and hit every shot because I'm the brute force algorithm of FFA. So that was really impressive. Cute. Well, that gives you an idea of the level of frustration. Yeah, I don't know what to say to that. A little bit of bad blood there between clanmates. This could be, you know, there's something in the air this November. Golden State having internal problems. Maybe Whoop's gonna be the next super team to break up. One can only hope. But we probably won't be seeing that happening during the tourney. And Hanzik will be advancing on. Let's take a look around these servers now that I've been disconnected here and nothing's going on here. Something probably is about to go on here. Nothing going on here. And yeah, I guess we've only got single games to play because we need to end the loser bracket. So there will be no more games missed. It's Hate versus Hanzik 1. The way Hanzik 1 played that last map, I have to put him in the favorite. But if Hate could get him on Corruption, for example, well, I don't know. Hate looked really shaky on Corruption earlier. He did manage to beat Raphael, but it was a near thing. We've got 2 map rolls here. I don't know why. Which is the real map roll? Well, the second one is going to be the real map roll because that's the one they're vetoing from. Neither of these guys want to play NMP8, so screw that pool. Oh. That's a big blow to Hanzik. Because now he's got to contend with both Corruption and NMP8. And Hate's been practicing NMP8. Although, you know what? I'm guessing that they will both veto NMP8, whoever gets it first. But I feel compelled to respond to this. But yeah, as I predicted, well, no, actually, Hanzik choosing to veto Tumwalk first, and Hate feeling like he has to veto NMP8, which he probably does, because Hanzik is good at NMP8. It's easy to forget that. I think there was a tourney back in the SWL days where I was really rusty, and Hanzik actually beat me on NMP8 in a tournament. That hurt my pride a lot, but you gotta give respect to Hanzik. for being absolutely competent on NMP8, and he's voting Metal 2, which is, not how you veto, but nonetheless, we're going to see Metal 2, and Hansik's going to destroy Hate. I'm going to confidently predict it's not a very exciting prediction, but I don't see how 8 can beat him here, because Hansik 1 is a world-class Metal 2 player. He's been playing it since most of you were in the womb. It's possible that he's been playing it since even he was in the womb. That would explain the level of confidence he's shown on it from day one. And Hate hasn't even been playing FFA for as long as Hansik 1 has been playing Metal 2. So, experience, aim, both stacked in Hansik's... What do you mean vote? What? Oh, he's worried about his stats or something. Wow. Okay, great. Well, nice save there, Hansik. Can't believe that he cared about that. But regardless, as soon as Hate gets back, we will commence what I expect to be a pretty painful game.
Well, Hate did just play Benzomatic, and he rolled him on Metal 2, so he does have some fresh practice on that map.
Mm-hmm. No doubt. I expect him to show that he is competent and able to put up a fight. I just don't think it's going to be enough. Hate has, in general, I mean, part of it's the ping. Everything he does looks a little slower than it is because 200 milliseconds is a lot. But I think in general, too, I mean, he's just a very cautious mover. He's cautious about going into fights. That can really hurt you against someone like Hansik, who has no hesitation about going into your face. But we can stop with this useless conjecture, because the game will be getting underway now. This is the wrong map, not the right map. I'm pretty sure that he was voting Metal 2, not vetoing it. I guess that may have been a troll move, which I can respect, because trolling Hansik 1 is a good use of your time. Always.
No, it wasn't a troll that time, but he actually took it pretty well, so good for him.
Good for Hansik.
He seems to be in good spirits, not in the typical robotic Hansik mood.
Hansik has good spirits often. People don't always recognize it, but he has a sense of humor. Sometimes he's very friendly and happy. It's just that when he disagrees with something that's happened or has a stubborn point of view, he doesn't sugarcoat it. He just says it in this very abrasive, impatient fashion, and it gives people a general impression of him. So Hate, with an absolutely terrible start, just sort of spawning in the same place twice and eating death. He is, however, setting up here early with the machine gun. I don't know where he's going right now. I would just set up in that room. Alright, I mean, a valid play. It looks like it's going to work out for him. But now he's going to get machine gunned to death. So I can't really fault him for that. It actually worked out pretty good, but I'm not sure why he didn't just stay and block the entrances with machine gun. Regardless, Hate is going to get the 2 rockets, machine gun, and the green armor, and that will put him in the favorite position for this yellow, except that he's dead now. I guess Hansik didn't take both machine gun pickups last time. His machine gun shouldn't have been up, I don't think. But it was. There we have the higher ping. Oh, look at that sophist, people. Look at that vintage sophist. That is sick. For anyone who just showed up, I'm using the original Iron Stout from the beginning of Sauerbraten, and that's why I have the original sophist, which is badass. Alright. Refocusing on the game, we're seeing a mutual kill here, and Hate's going to be on time for this yellow, whereas Hansik also on time for this yellow. Missing that shotgun, giving him hope, and another mutual. Was that a server nade? Or no, I think it did some damage. Alright, well, Hansik now has the first control-esque situation of anyone so far today in this game, in this map.
Health boost
Last 2
in 10
minutes.
seconds.
immediately throws away most of the armor, but he will wait to get more, and he should be able to get it pretty much without much fight.
Health boost in 10
Getting distracted
seconds.
by the health boost, and he's gonna let the yellow armor slip away as a result of that. So there we go. We go see Hansik's lack of timing hurting him for the first time so
Quad
far this map.
damage in 10 seconds.
But the damage is not super significant because he's up 14-5 with the advantage on this quad. Beautiful flick rocket. I mean, he knew where he was gonna aim, but just the speed of Hansik 1 there, really showing you what 11 years of experience and top aim looks like. And he'll take this yellow for free. He's going to get this health, and there's another health available for him if he cannot get rocketed to death. 8 with an unfortunate spawn. He's gotten a couple unfortunate spawns this game, but really, when you give up quad like that, you can't
boost in 10
count on getting good
seconds.
spawns. In fact, you usually don't, because there really aren't any good spawns to get when your opponent has health and quad. They're all bad. So Hansik does eventually go down there, but he has
Health
built
boost in 10
a
seconds.
nice lead here. And the way Metal 2 plays, especially now with fixed health boost, I don't feel like comebacks of more than 10 frags are really possible on this map. Well, of course they're possible, but against someone like Hansik 1, he'll just rush you down every single life if he has to, and you're not going to be able to withstand that for enough times in a row to really make a comeback happen easily. So what I'm saying is this is a pretty big lead, but Hate has managed to do a nice job here. He's gotten on the quad. I'm going to watch him. Hansik looks like he's going to stay up there where he can't be found. Hate should go get yellow right now. He should stop fighting Hansik and go get yellow, and it looks like he's going to do that. Now, if he doubles back, he might be able to get him. Oh, Hansik's in his face, and he loses everything.
Bad choice. He had machine gun there. I don't know why he didn't decide to pull that out instead. It's very risky.
I think it was just a situation where he didn't make time to think. Yes, it's easy to forget with the speed of my talking so far today, but Frosty is here, and Frosty, feel free to chime in even more often than you've been doing.
I'm trying to,
Yeah.
but you're talking a lot, so I don't want to interrupt all the good things you're saying.
Color commentary versus whatever the other one's supposed to be called.
Play by play.
Play by play.
Well, you're kind of doing both.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just.
Well, I would say you're the color commentator here.
Presence.
Well, we got distracted. That's the thing. Sour FFA moves so fast. You get on a tangent, you look back, you're like, wait, what's happening? So that's me right now. I'm looking back. I'm not sure what just happened, but someone must have taken the quad, and no one has it now. So Hansik's got yellow, and he's got a health boost, and they are nicely staggered right now. So he might even be able to get the second one when it eventually comes up. For now, he's just going to get his armor stacked up. He's got all the weapons he needs.
Boost in 10 seconds.
If he would decide to not rush through choke points so much, he might be in better shape. But instead, he's going to take a nade of his own creation and fight for this health boost, ignoring yellow. So Hate have a really good chance here to take advantage of Hansik's odd priorities, but Hate doesn't realize that it's the other health boost that's spawned. So he is waiting here for no reason. I suppose now he's probably waiting for the bottom healths, and there they are for him. So, not no reason.
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
I'm guessing Hansik would have rushed out of that room way sooner. But Hate is here. He's getting one rocket. He's out of health. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, you need to show up early for quad. I have to credit my fellow commentator here for really bringing that to the forefront of the meta. I really feel like one day you realize, you know what? I can sort of forget most things about this map if I just show up like 20 seconds early to quad every time. And since then, everyone's been doing it.
Positionally, it's a lot better because you can spray rockets down and you can, melt them with MG as they jump up. Mm-hmm. And, especially if the enemy has control, you can just sit there and wait and not, lose your lead or increase your deficit. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of was my thought process behind it.
Yep, and everything you said has proven to be Very much true. Hanzik there proving exactly that. In fact, he did not have control, but
Quad
Hate's
damage
control
in
was
10
useless against a
seconds.
superior position, and he was not even
Health
getting
boost
anything
in
out of
10
it because
seconds.
he couldn't get to Hanzik. Here, Hate, however, is the one getting to quad early, and Hanzik is the one saying, I don't care, because I'm better at getting to quad than you, or something. And I do think that's worth noting. Hanzik providing a nice example of the fact that it's not a invincible position. It is the better position, but if you let someone get into the room and they can come up from rocket teleporter without you hitting them out of the teleporter, then you're in trouble. Then it's going to be a difficult fight for you because you're trying to hit them in midair, but all they have to do is hit rockets on you in a very small area. So if you can defend against them coming into the room at all, you're in the best shape. If you get them to jump from the doorway, you're still in really good shape. If they get up from the teleporter without taking much damage, then it becomes actually your problem more than theirs. Meanwhile, 2 minutes to go, 31-18. I think that so far this game is playing out about how we thought. Hate is showing that he is very much competent on this map, but Hanzik is showing that he is a cut above. And Hanzik looks like he's going to get this quad. I think Hate has kind of given up. He should go up in this tower right now. This is something I don't see enough people do. He does. Good for him. Will Hanzik know he's there? No, Hanzik looks like he's not going to check the tower. So Hate will at least, make the scoreboard a little prettier. But in no way does he actually have time to do this. So, oh, and Hanzik's fine.
I think a few months ago, this game would have been like a 50 or a 40 to nothing. So I think overall for this tournament, I think Hate has to be happy with his results.
I agree. I think Hate played very well. He had a nail biter against Raphael that he was able to clutch out. I think if he watches the demo, he'll see that there were a few very simple things to improve. So I think he actually played it better than the scoreline. I think it didn't have to go to overtime if he made a few less mistakes. So nonetheless, the fact that he eventually did clutch it out and win should give him make him very happy with himself. Yeah, going through everyone else to get here to Hanzik to put up a respectable fight on Hanzik's best map. Nice rifle. Little showboating at the end there. But you can see Hate just a little bored here, not really sure what to do with the rest of this game because it is over. And we will next be seeing a rematch. Oh no, actually the winner bracket has to progress before the loser bracket can progress.
Yeah,
now.
we got Redon versus Lokio.
So we will have our expected preview of the grand final. Obviously, anything can happen. The lower bracket being best of one, it could easily happen that Hanzik won, gets on the map he likes, puts up a dominating performance, and makes his way to the final still. But this winner bracket final is what I think we all expect to see 2 or 3 games of very soon. So everyone, put on your hype scarves and your FFA boots and whatever the hat's supposed to be, and get hyped for Frosty is not playing Lokio versus Redon, our consensus greatest FFA player of the last 2 years, if not of all time, and the player who has played his heart out practicing for this tournament, always a top 3 FFA player, not always, in these last 2 years, definitely staked a claim for top 3 in FFA. He's top 3 on the rankings for sure, and I think he's really given himself the best chance possible to take this tournament and get his first tournament win. His first duel tournament win, other than a FIC. He did take an FIC title in Sour Duels. The very first one, in fact. But it'll be his first FFA tournament win if he can pull it off, and I think only his second tournament win of any sort in duel modes. So what is the pool? What do we have here? Metal 4, NMP8, Paradigm, SKRDM1, and Tumwalk. This is a great pool. I love this pool. I mean, I don't love SKRDM1 and Tumwalk, but for these 2 players, it is just an excellent selection of their respective best maps. No corruption, which is too bad for Lokio, but NMP8 and Tumwalk for Redon, SKRDM1 for Lokio, which is going to go away. They're going to end up on Metal 4 here.
I think they're gonna end up on Paradigm.
When the you know what you're maybe I don't know. I guess you know
Little
what you're right.
gamesmanship.
You're right because
Yeah.
actually I'm surprised by that. I expected you to be right once you said that, but only because I thought that Lokio would veto Metal 4. But yeah, they know what they want. You know what they want. Skipping the extraneous parts of the process. Getting on to Paradigm. So actually, we should all be doubling up our Hive Scarves now because this is excellent for everyone who is excited about new maps in FFA and excited about these two players. So we're going to start on Redon here, who makes a theoretically superior play but then loses. So showing some good movement here, and they're both going to fight for this green, standard stuff. Lokio hurrying up, but he's going to run out of rockets here, and then Redon's going to make his move. But he eats a surprise nade, so they wasted so much time at green, however, that it's favored Redon in the end, and he's managed to take this yellow. That's plenty of stack to survive and make some control happen here. So he's going to want weapons and health, and not to get surprised by Lokio, which he manages nicely. And now it's just going to be about the next yellow.
Health boost in 10
Health boost
seconds.
is not going to be important. Health boost is not unmattering, but it's very much a trap on this map. Redon's going to time this rush perfectly through this teleporter, and Lokio sitting there on no health.
10 seconds.
He may, okay, he does get the health boost. I was actually worried for him for a second there that he had missed a chance to defend health boost. I don't think Redon cares about the quad. He'd rather just rush him, and he bungles it. He totally bungles it. That is a massive error. It hasn't resulted in Lokio's control or anything, but in no way did that need to happen. So now we're going to see a fair fight for this next yellow. Lokio is going to be early. It has gotten delayed a bit. Redon's smart to delay it. But his movement was a little slow, and he doesn't get there in time. But you guys almost got to see a really well thought out play because he delayed it a bit when health boost and yellow were spawning before that quad, so that it would confuse Lokio if he failed on the quad, and that's exactly what it did. But he wasn't able to play correctly to take advantage of that mental play. So now health boost is coming up. They're going to beef there for it, but yeah, Lokio is more concerned with yellow armor, it looks like, which is the correct priorities, but I think Redon's got a pretty good plan to harass him here, and in fact, he is dead. So now Redon with 150, 100. If he can take a nice position here and kill Lokio when he comes in to damage him, well, that didn't happen. So this game is going back and forth rapidly. No one is getting an advantage so far. Every time someone does, in theory, it's removed by sick plays. However, oh boy, okay, nope. However, nothing. Still this insanity happening here. Redon getting to the green with weapons. I'm going to watch Lokio for a bit. I've been back and forth mostly on Redon. One thing I've noticed about Paradigm is when you're out of control rushing around on these bottom layers, it can feel so like, what am I doing? Because there's just all this repetitive dendritic stuff, like, and then the yellow happens and it's like, this is what I was waiting for this whole time. 6 shotguns there. I have never seen a Paradigm like this. Of course, I haven't seen that many Paradigms in general, but I've never seen a Paradigm that's back and forth. What about you, Frosty? Frosty was actually put to sleep by the volume of my talking. This no longer seems to be here. But 10 to 10, Lokio gets the quad, and he's just going to want to get yellow out of this. But Redon with some really cheeky rockets from below, and you can tell Lokio is super nervous. Oh, and he does die. And then Redon falls. Everything is madness. This is a ridiculous game of Paradigm.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
Agalok with some nonsense comments. I don't really know what that's about. Yeah, I'm having a hard time commentating this on a number of levels. Both the level that every time something happens that I want to talk about, something happens that makes it irrelevant, and also on the level that it is a new map. I don't know it as well as I know all the other maps, so I have a hard time seeing what's right and what's wrong as it's happening. So I'm kind of on everyone else's level here. We're seeing this game as it unfolds. Just taking it in.
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
Redon is going to have the massive stack advantage for quad though. And he gets oh, that's a very unlucky spawn for Lokio. Alright, so we're going to see our first clean quad here. And I think this time I can be comfortable in saying that Redon has some serious control. And this is very much a map where you could stack double health boosts easily. And I think that we're going to be seeing that from Redon here in 11 seconds. Frosty, I'm going to check again. Are you here? What happened to you? Where'd you go? Right. One way or another, Frosty's gone. I don't know if he got muted or if he disconnected or what. There you are.
I'm back.
All right, welcome back.
I sent you a PM saying I'd be away for 5 minutes, but I guess you didn't see it.
Very hard to see these things with the way Discord is on my screen. Regardless, you missed an exciting 5 minutes of Paradigm. The score now 16-10. Redon has taken a bit of a lead, but it was back and forth all the way to 10-10. Unable to call anything because it's just been madness. But now Redon has stacked 2 health boosts. It's 156 yellow armor, and he is setting up for quad. So Lokio going straight for that green, kind of a reckless play. Doesn't end up really mattering, but yeah. I'm not really sure what he was going for there.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
Now Lokio just needs to be invisible. There's absolutely nothing he can do. And yeah, he's a little antsy. I'm surprised he didn't just... And there, the irresistible... Did he fall? No, he did not fall. The irresistible, oh, there's my opponent. I gotta shoot him instead of just running the other way. Probably should have run the other way, but he didn't. And now Lokio Redon's setting a great trap on green there. He needs to get back to yellow, which he will. And now he's just going to delay Lokio on it. This is some clever play here. That was so that Lokio would not know when yellow spawns, keeping him out of the room entirely before taking it. And this is actually... No, I blinked and it's kind of over. Alright, Lokio gets a kill there. Very much needed. Suicides, very much not needed. He's early for yellow. He's late for quad. He's gonna get a lot of machine gun. No, he's not. All right. We'll watch Lokio and see if he has anything prepared in order to deal with the Paradigm situation. He's a better man than I for picking Paradigm in the first place. I would not have picked this against Redon. This is Redon's map. He's the one who brought it into the pool through collecting other people's enthusiasm. But you know, that's why I originally didn't think this was going to be it, but I quickly saw from the attitudes of everyone that there was an inevitable wave of Paradigm washing over the players and watchers, and it has just crashed on Lokio's head in a 27-10 deficit with 2 minutes to go. Not sure why Master's talking about dues in the FFA pool. I'll play dues Trooper Edition with you in that pool. Phosgene, absolutely yes, but Phosgene is more fun than it is, you know. It's not a totally balanced map. There are, I think every map in the map pool sort of deserves to be in there over it. Maybe not every map. I don't know, but. Point is, I don't think we're going to be seeing Phosgene in the map pool that soon, but maybe one day. It is a very fun map that rewards proper FFA skill. Okay.
I'm not totally convinced on that, but...
Well, that's fair. That may be why it's not in the pool yet.
I typically think of Phosgene as like the joke capture map, because it's got one base.
Well, it's definitely a joke map in capture. But in FFA, I think it plays very well. It used to be less of a minority opinion as well. I remember playing that in a lot of... Well, maybe not a lot, but I definitely played it in some PSL and SWO finals.
Block damage in 10 seconds.
I don't know.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
It's a little awkward in the way that the armors and health boost and quad are all on that one side of the map, but I rarely find that to make the other side useless. It just means that the other side is where you're going to want to be when you're out of control and you're just trying to fight without taking too much damage back, or if you want to hide. So I don't know. Definitely both sides of this opinion have a lot of ammunition. So.
Seems like a very high score for a Paradigm game. I'm not sure what happened here.
Well, I think what happened is that Lokio has been playing really aggressive in general. He's been in such good shape. He trusts his aim so much. I think when he went down, he didn't really know where the off switch was. And that's resulted in a really big scoreline. Because like I said, it was 10-10 for a long time. Or it was back and forth for a long time. And then Redon just got control and it was all over.
So what's your map prediction here?
Let's see. Corruption Metal 2, Metal 3.
I have a feeling we're going to end up on Teamlock.
Yeah, probably. Yep, I would say so. I guess not. Are we going to end up on Corruption or NMP8? Lokio trying to skip the process. Corruption, he would be silly to play Corruption. I want to see NMP8. We're going to see NMP8. This is sick. We're going to see, unless he, what's he going to, Hansik's not going to veto, they're going to, this is hilarious. Guys, we're going to see NMP8 between two of the least NMP8 liking players. Well, maybe not in the entire game, but this is hilarious and awesome. I am excited. Niams is excited. Master is excited. Quite a few other people may not be excited, but we're excited and we don't care. All right, I'm off on Lokio to begin with. He's taking a rifle. By the way, I think Lokio is better here, but he's very inconsistent. I've seen him take a lot of losses he shouldn't take. I've seen him beat me 3 times in a row. I think Hansik, you pretty much know what to expect. He's going to play a good, solid NMP8 without too much flair. He's going to make 1 or 2 big movement mistakes, but for the most part, he's going to be solid. So I almost put Hansik as the favorite here. And I think Lokio is very nervous. I don't think this is where he wanted his tournament to go, to be facing elimination on NMP8. Even if it's against Hansik, like, that's just not what Lokio wanted. So, and NMP8 is a very tough match to be nervous on. So I'm worried for Lokio here, but he absolutely has the talent to win this map. I think he has a better NMP8 than Hansik. It's just he doesn't know how to turn it on all the time. So hitting sick rifles, he's... Oh man, that rifle was big. But he just doesn't have the health he wants. He's going to go straight to quad here. He's going to be behind Hansik. Hansik's going to stop at yellow armor. Going around. Creative. Wow. Hansik showing amazing creativity there.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Me neither. That was beautiful. He was kind of lucky, and Lokio gets rifled off. He was kind of lucky to get that quad because it did almost become a 50-50, but you can't fault him. It was a great move. He got the armor and he got a aggressive entry on the quad, and it ended up working out really good. So that's the one thing that Lokio will have going for him. He's going to have better timing because he just has better timing by default. Hansik does not time by second, he times by feel. So Lokio able to get that yellow armor and stem the bleeding here. Probably going to get this next kill. Hansik running out of weapons. Lokio also running out of weapons. And Hansik's going to go refresh his machine gun. I think he will go to lower. No, he's going to go to green armor. And he's kind of looking lost right now. He's going to get this health, which is important. I'm on Hansik now. But again, sick machine gun, but not enough to handle the fact that Lokio is taking all the yellows right now. Quad's coming up again. This time I think Hansik will go directly onto it. And perfect shotgun. Absolutely brutal stomp. And he looks like he's going to get some kills out of this too. He should go for yellow here. Nope, he's just going to take green. You know what? I agree with that. Less detour, green's enough to survive and make your quad run. He's going to run out of ammo though. Not dead, but not as clean as he would have liked. He's going to go to the yellow and health here, and then he's going to find himself with no weapons. So if Lokio can hit some rifles here, but Lokio goes back for the rockets. He should have kept up the rifle aggression there. Lets Hanzik off the hook. Surprise! Hanzik actually trapping the yellow armor. I think Lokio didn't give him enough credit there. Let's watch Hanzik for a while. Let's see exactly what Hanzik's NMP8 looks like, because I already made this speech like 3 times about Hanzik being underestimated here, so I'm not gonna make it again. But yeah, let's see what he's got for an extended period of time here. Again, he just doesn't time, or he would have gotten that. So that's kind of frustrating.
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
And it was a really bad time to lose yellow, right before quad like this. Lokio missing his shots, taking an inadvisable route. Lokio absolutely blew that, and you can tell by the weapon switches that he knows it. He needs to take a moment and calm himself here and not aggress. Well, with 5 health, he might as well aggress, but yeah, I mean, he needs a mental reset. This game isn't out of his hands at all, but it is if he keeps playing like this. Back on Hanzik here. Because Lokio is just collecting yellows, but not collecting good fights. Reading chat.
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
I just didn't feel like playing this time. I think when I'm less busy than I am this time of year. I might go on vacation in January also. So you may see less of me for a bit, but I will be back one day. Probably by February I'll be back to wanting to play again. So meantime, I'll try to keep streaming everything so that you guys can enjoy my spectacular commentary. Alright, so Lokio got some frags while I was a little distracted. Still Hanzik in a solid lead here. Lokio's gonna juke around here. Hanzik, knowing not to go for the health boost, they're gonna just ignore it for now. And Lokio traps him coming out, but isn't able to get as much damage as he wanted on the trap. So Hanzik's gonna get away, he's gonna get health, and he's gonna get machine gun, and he's gonna finish the kill. Lokio finally goes and takes the health boost. Maybe not the best use of his time right now. Hanzik's gonna hear him out of that teleporter. Misses the rifle, but I'm sure he won't miss the second one. And more importantly, gets the yellow. Lokio sticking around for a cheeky rifle there. Unfortunate, though, not to guard that health more closely. So his rifle ends up not really mattering.
Damage in 10 seconds.
Hanzik's gonna go straight back to the jump pad so that he can aggress. He's gonna be early for quad. Lokio is gonna come on him with serious machine gun and steal the quad. This is exactly what Lokio needed. This is his moment to put himself back in the game and help his nerves somewhat. Finds 1 kill. Where's Hanzik now? He's at green. Lokio should find another kill here. Yes, he does. And now yellow is going to be up for him wherever he wants it. So he's got yellow, he's got machine gun. Now he's going to want to look to control these weapons. Takes a lot of damage there, but that's not a big deal. If he stops Hanzik from going to yellow, well, he doesn't stop him, but he should be able to do a lot of damage. Yes, he gets a kill. 5 frags. This is good. This is looking good for Lokio. He is dead now, but that's okay. He knows the armor time. Hanzik doesn't. If he can just go to the rifle and rockets, he doesn't know the armor time. He's too early, and Hanzik's gonna take it. So, oh, Hanzik
he jumps down,
and he goes back up.
Quad damage in 10
Yeah,
seconds.
Lokio has one advantage letting him down there. He needed to go to rifle and rockets and then go to yellow. And I think Hanzik should take this quad. Well, he's going to fall off. He doesn't have enough health to get back up. So he's just going to wait on Lokio, which is the right play. Decent amount of damage. Pistol rush, no. Pistol rush now, still no. Nice fragging from Hanzik 1 there. That was a high pressure situation. He didn't really realize how much health Lokio had left, I don't think. Because he was just going in. Whoa! The maneuvering from Hanzik there to get in shotgun range without taking a ton of damage. Absolutely sublime.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
Sick rifles. The Hanzik 1 difference. Lokio doing a ton of damage with pistol here, but everything that Hanzik needs is going to be up. He lets Lokio go up the jump pad, though. It's okay. He'll take this yellow. He's got enough time to do damage on this one. And he's going to do a ton. Health boost is up for him because no one had taken it. So he's going to be running out of machine gun.
Damage in 10 seconds.
I don't know if he knew he was going to run out of machine gun because that fight wasn't super wise to take in that context. Lokio should get quad here. Yep, no problems. Alright, I'm going to watch Lokio. Hanzik needs to play uncharacteristically careful, and he is. This is not the best hiding spot, but it is a hiding spot. Alright, it doesn't work for him. I would put in some rifles here. Yep, there's one. Oh, and it knocks Lokio down. Lokio is stuck here with 37 health. He wants to get back to yellow, but he knows he's in rifle range, and it's too much. He is dead from the nade jump. Hanzik, however, way over here, he's going to give up that yellow. All he has is rifle. What a bizarre last minute.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
And now we're here to the last minute of the entire game. Oh, big shotgun. That crippled Lokio. He's got to go back up and get weapons and disengage. Hanzik's going for the airborne shotgun, his absolute specialty. Knew that nade was going to hit. You love the confidence. This nade is going to hit, and I'm going to get my shotgun combo. Almost finished Lokio. Lokio on 3 health. Hanzik shouldn't have any trouble getting the counter kill. He's going for health boost. Makes sense.
10 seconds.
Hanzik's waiting. What is he doing? I think Hanzik's got slightly the wrong idea about how to play an MP8. You don't wait that early. Or you just do that. There's no way that should have happened, but it did. Lokio really should have been able to lock that down. And I think that Lokio will never forgive this map for what it's done to him today.
I don't know if you can really blame the map on this one, though. It seems like Hanzik won just because of his superior fighting ability this game.
Oh, that's absolutely what happened. I mean, he won't forgive it for him ending up on it. But no, the map is not at fault, and I think that everyone just got treated to a beautiful Hanzik NMP8, which, let the record show, I called earlier in the tourney, and right when the game happened. Hanzik, people, he's not bad at NMP8. The way he talks, you would think he is, but he's beaten me on NMP8 in a tourney before. He put up a really strong fight in the last tourney. He's fully competent on NMP8. So whatever he says, his movement's good, his priorities are good, and his fighting skills are always top. Getting some solidarity from his clan there, but you know, we're gonna have a party. Party time. I don't know, is Awafeed still here? Yeah, that was a good game. I hope that you saw that one. There were some sloppy plays, but for the most part, that was a pretty impressive game from Hanzik. I was really amused by that last play on quad, where it looked like he was going to try to wait out the clock way too early, but then he just went up to quad, and Lokio, making one of the cardinal sins of NMP8, which is stopping at the yellow armor before going straight to quad, and that ended up losing him the game. Now, if you want to do what Hanzik did, which something we've never seen before on that like first quad, which is go to yellow, but then jump down and nade jump back up. That was a brilliant play. I might highlight that later, because that was like nothing I've ever seen before. So we're watching all these classic Iron Snouts run around with CTF guns. This is pretty chill. Take out your softest, everyone. Softest time. Oh yes. It's just like it's such an unnatural motion. Like it's like a jab that he's doing. anyone who says that original Iron Snout wasn't the best model is lacking in both sense of humor and correct opinions. Alright, well, I've had enough partying. I'm going back into spec. And now we are faced with not the final we were expecting. You don't like Paradigm with the textures? I like Paradigm with the textures. I think, like, Academy with the textures is ugly, but I thought Paradigm looked fine. Real men. Hanzik 1 is a national treasure. So, read on. It would have been bad enough him having the one map advantage pick-wise over Lokio, but against Hanzik, this is a huge advantage to have because Hanzik's just not comfortable on as many maps as Redon is. How does quad look like on that old model? It would be great to have that old quad. What do you mean? You mean the quad rings on the Iron Snout? It's just like a little, like it's just like red dots, like on his shoulders and his belly. It's not that good. I mean, it's good looking, but it's too subtle. So, I would be interested if there's a way to make quad less subtle on the old Iron Snout, because that would be the only thing stopping me from using him in team modes. In duel, it's fine, because you know if your opponent has quad, like, did he take it 20 seconds or less ago? But in duel, it could be a problem. I mean, in team modes, it could be a problem, because you're never sure which enemy took the quad. Alright. A lot of noise, a lot of waiting. Hanzik has already gotten 72 frags on this party map, so he's taking this seriously. Well, I really hope this grand final can ascend to the level of the last grand final that I was expecting. Hanzik 1 will get to play one of his map picks, and then he'll have to play 2 of Redon, so he's going to have to really exceed expectations to beat Redon on one of his picked maps, but he absolutely has a chance to take his map against Redon, and I think it'll be a really close game because Redon's just not weak anywhere. Redon has no bad maps, period. He's fine. He'll talk like he's bad at pit maps, but he's not. He's really good at them, just like he's really good at everything. So Hamza's got his work cut out for him here. Redon has yet to lose a Sour Duels FFA title. He was nice enough to disappear for one and allow me my chance to win, but he has never actually lost one. Which is amazing, by the way. It's hard to check Discord. I can check Discord on my phone still.
I'm not sure if this is true, but maybe I'll have to verify it. But I think in the vast majority of his finals, it's taken him 3 maps to be able to win each time.
Well, it took him 3 maps against me every time, so that's 3 of them. I don't know about the other 3 because I wasn't here. I was here for the first, third, fourth. I was here for the 3rd one, but I don't remember what happened.
I feel like most broadcasters have a stats guy that gives them stats in the air, so maybe we need to get one of those guys.
Yep. Lokio actually came through with that a couple times in the last cast that I did with him. But yeah, definitely need a stats guy.
Metal forward is...
Metal 4? That's Redon's pick, or?
Yep.
Starch, I want to get this for you. It might be too many steps, and I don't know why you need to not have 5k ping. Like, why does it matter? A quarter with the only stats that matter. So I guess we're good there. Yeah, Starch, I can't help you. It's time to cast this game, and I'm not even sure where it is because I just have it in a menu somewhere. So we're off on read on.
If he wants it, he can send me a PM if he's watching.
He is watching,
And I
so
can give it to him.
hopefully he heard that, and that is your answer, Starch. I'm on read on. He is ninjaing around, and he's going to go up the jump pad and get destroyed and get a terrible spawn. Absolutely garbage spawn. So a nice free extra frag in the lead for Hanzik there. Read on actually waiting out those MG pickups and looking a little rusty. That was terrible MG. I couldn't resist. I already switched to Hanzik 1. I don't even know what he does on this map. Like, have I ever watched Hanzik play Metal 4? Maybe once? Ever? I don't know. So I have no idea. I expect Redon to win because I know what to expect from him, even after this deficit start. But I don't know exactly what I expect Hanzik to do.
Hanzik is pretty good on this map.
Well, so far he's definitely playing a solid fundamental game. He's going to get this quad. He's taking too much damage doing it, but he's still going to get it. And now he's going to drop on Redon. 19 health left. He's too early for yellow, but he might be able to defend it because Redon's going to want to give him space. He's still really early for it. But he should be able to defend it. Yep, there he is. And Redon doesn't manage to get his clever jump back, but he doesn't get it. If Hanzik tries to stand there again, Redon's going to show him the nice little spam rocket that he's perfected there. But we'll see if that happens down the line. Right now we're seeing Redon get green and rockets, while Hanzik hits amazing damage and immediately removes all of his stack.
Health
So
boost in 10 seconds.
Redon goes down, and Hanzik is off to really quite impressive lead. Redon has stemmed the bleeding, gotten his first kill on the board, and is able to defend this yellow. Now he's not left with a whole lot of health, so if Hanzik can get some weapons and meet him at the health boost. Yeah, a bit perhaps greedy of Redon to go for the health boost there. Probably would have done the same thing, but, you know, in retrospect it looked like a dumb play because Hanzik was also going there and he had more health. So Hanzik's going to take this quad, not with all that much stack. Redon may be able to finish him off. Not so far. And Hanzik's going to wait on this yellow. I think he can pull this off. Yep. So 56. Redon again with the perfect timing, managing to get a rocket in there, but nothing all that significant. At least not yet. Well, he's down to pretty low, and he does die. But I think he got everything he wanted out of that little stretch. So Hanzik's just getting a lot of fights. Like, 3 minutes gone, 15 frags. That's a really high amount of frags. Well, 19 altogether. I mean, this map can end in the 20s. But that's not how it's
That's just
right
monster
now.
MG.
Absolutely.
Are you watching Hanzik?
I am on Hanzik. I was in the middle of words, so I didn't have time to react, but that was ridiculous.
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
He's way early to yellow, so he's going to go down. Redon's going to probably want to wait on this yellow. No, he's smart. He's going straight to quad. I didn't realize he had full green, so that's plenty to fight with, and now he'll get yellow as a reward. Beautiful not hate there, putting the rocket in exactly the right spot to take no damage. And I'm on Redon watching this quad run. And you know what you're seeing from Redon here, one of the most important skills on this map, and any map, is dealing damage without taking damage. And you're watching, he fires these rockets and these bursts of MG, and immediately goes around the corner. Like, doesn't look to see if he hit, doesn't wait for anything to happen. He's just there and gone. What the... Again, with the monster MG there, destroying Redon's stack. But Redon can make it all okay if he gets some health, which he's now done. So, well, these rockets are scary. You can tell Redon, he is not not wanting to fight Hanzik 1 on Hanzik 1's terms at all. Clearly being out-aimed right now.
Quad damage in
However,
10
that
seconds.
is a perfectly timed attack on yellow. Catches Hanzik waiting, as he is wont to do. And now he's right on time for quad. And he's going to probably get a lot of frags out of this, because I don't think Hanzik's going to want to wait. He's going to stand here. No, he's not. Redon expected him to, just like me. I'm watching Hanzik run away, he's just running away. He's just doing a circle. And he stops at a terrible time. Redon was right behind him. But he's only going to lose one frag, it looks like. And he's going to go for a big shotgun here. Is Redon going to guess it? Yes, he is absolutely prepared for Hanzik's trap. Beautiful stuff from Redon. Getting this health boost. That's just 150, right? He's not on 200 stack. Alright, so... But he's gonna... Well, if he can keep his stack together, take this next yellow, look for the overstack, that would really allow him to potentially start dominating. He has already taken back the lead. Each of these guys have been in control for like 3 minutes each, and they've both put up huge scores in that time.
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
Redon has to be careful there, and he knows it. He's like, oh crap, I'm in an MG fight with Hanzik 1. That's everyone's worst nightmare. Hanzik choosing to hit that insane rifle. One more and he gets it. Redon's not even gonna risk it. He's not taking any chances. He's going all the way around. He doesn't need yellow yet because it's not up yet. Beautiful play from Redon. That is cerebral play right there. I mean, I'm not saying it's mental level shit or anything. It's just knowing what to do and doing the exact right thing. And look at that. He's got 200 now. Everything is purple, is bluish on my HUD thing. And Hanzik is helpless right now. He got 16 frags in the first 3 minutes and nothing since. He runs right onto yellow early. And that's the thing, man. If Hanzik's out of control on this map, he just can't get back into control without sincere luck, because he doesn't know when yellow armor is going to spawn. And this map, more than many others, to the second yellow arm timer is very important.
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
It's really amazing how...
Go on.
It's really amazing how at the beginning
It
it seemed like almost like Hanzik would pull off an upset, but Redon is just so good that he just found a way to just eliminate that lead, even after all of Hanzik's insane MG fights.
Yeah. I mean, we see that Hanzik managed to get that behind MG, and that was how he's won back some frags here. He's probably not going to make it to this yellow armor, though, so I'm expecting to see Redon retake control, knowing the yellow armor time better than Hanzik. However, yeah, really just came down to Redon runs the map way better than Hanzik. And yep, just like I planned it, Redon, knowing the exact yellow armor time, able to effortlessly come back into control pretty much. Good burst to MG there, though. Hanzik can get to green if he hurries. It's funny how much Redon spams that one spot. At this point, it's not much of a secret. Alright, I think Hanzik can get this yellow armor. And he does. So Hanzik now with control again. Quad coming up, getting destroyed by MG. Redon with the perfectly timed attack. And Hanzik's going to need to get some real serious... Well, alright. He outstacks Redon by a lot. Yellow's... He's got 10 more seconds before Redon can hope to get yellow. If he can... He needs to attack him now. He needs to attack him now. He's not going to do it. Alright, well... But he doesn't get killed too much either, so... Hanzik has decided to fight Redon with 150-100 and try to win back a frag, maybe take the next yellow armor, and hopefully take the last quad. Getting the MG he wants there, getting a sick rocket. Oh, they're both so low, but Redon can stack back up. Hanzik, great field timing there. He's right here for this yellow. He's doing exactly what I said.
In 10 seconds.
Oh boy. Unfortunate spawn.
Quad
Careful.
damage in 10 seconds.
Gotta get the health boost. He's got enough weapons, barely. Here comes Redon from the predictable spot. Crazy that the kill hasn't been closed yet. He'll take this yellow. It's gonna be right there for him. 16 seconds. Redon's at rockets. Hans has found him. 7 seconds, 1 frag. Redon's at double health. Hans is gonna be there. It is tied. 3 seconds to go. Overtime. Hanzik takes the lead as overtime begins. This is ridiculous.
I'd say so far it's living up to what you had hoped for.
Yes, and Redon with a clutch rifle there. Suddenly, when Hanzik was starting to roll, Redon takes the air out of all of our
Health
underdog
boost in 10
sails
seconds.
and jumps back into control with 40 MG and 200 stack. He's even sitting on this health boost, but Hanzik will attack him here. Redon in a smart position, but Hanzik, look at the damage he did there. When you can do damage like that, FFA gets a lot
Quad
simpler.
damage in
And that's why
10
Hanzik is the brute force algorithm of FFA. They were in a mutual kill with this yellow. Hanzik racing for it before Redon. Kills him with the pistol. Quad is coming up. Hanzik running to the quad. Redon running to the quad. Redon is going to be the one who takes the quad, and yellow is up for him. He's nervous about Hanzik. Hanzik's going to wait in the same spot with just rifle. 1 minute. Down 1. Camping with rifle. Yeah, that was pretty much going to happen for sure. But now he has waited out the quad. He's super early for yellow. Not even close. He's used up all his rockets. Redon damaging himself, getting ready for the yellow. Hanzik lagging again. 4 frags. 30 seconds. We will not see another quad. Unless it goes to second overtime. But that will not be part of Hanzik's comeback if he's going to make one. He's got green. He's got double MG. All he needs to do is find Redon and then get really lucky with spawns again.
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
That does it. That'll do it. Despite Hanzik giving us a thrilling comeback to send us into overtime, Redon does assert his superior play on the map and take the victory. 38-32. We know.
Yep. We know.
I mean, I don't even know if he has Comed. Probably doesn't. Wait, he changed his pick. Okay, he unchanged his pick. Yeah, Redon's good at Metal 3. I think this is the right pick, but Redon's good everywhere. This is in no way... Hanzik's going to be comfortable here, but he's not... In a way, and this is kind of a not a biased point of view, but very much perspective-based point of view. I think Hanzik thinks he's better here than he is. I'm pretty sure Hanzik doesn't watch stream, so unless someone of you goes and tells him this and spoils my advantage, I'm gonna say that he tends to pick Metal 2 when I'm really worried that he's gonna pick Metal 3. When he picks Metal 2 against me, I'm like, sick. I've got a very good chance of winning this. But he always picks Metal 2. And I think Redon probably has the same feeling, more or less. Because Redon very much understands these choke points and he understands the priorities. So I think Hanzik would have actually been better off with Metal 3. But
Health boost in 10 seconds.
Maybe, although I think this is a map where timing the armor is less important and winning fights is more important.
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
Because I think what Hanzik likes to do is if he does it by feel, he sort of likes to camp out the room and sort of wait for it.
Yeah.
And we don't necessarily have to just dive on it at the right time.
He does. He has a very good feel for like things are often just there when he needs them. Like not so much that he's waiting for things and timing by feel. It's just like he'll just show up and it'll be there when he needs it because he's so used to playing the flow of a game a certain way. Like maybe he doesn't know this, but it's like, yeah, after this quad, yellow's usually up, so it's just there when he needs it. Anyway, for all our semi-nice things we're saying, he is down 7-0. Even after, I think, didn't he get the quad? I don't know. I haven't been paying quite as much attention as I should. So I'm on Hanzik here. He's waiting out the yellow. He's way too early. He does have the room advantage, but Redon's going to get in here without too much trouble and kill him. Now, Hanzik can easily make 9 frags back here. With other people, I would worry more about the scoreline, but
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
Redon
Boost in 10
super
seconds.
stacked. He doesn't have rockets, though. Okay, wow. I thought he would lose because he didn't have rockets, and he did, but he did manage to get the mutual. So, ultimately, Hanzik should take this yellow. Yep, he will. He's gonna fall, though. Okay, no, he jumped off of it. Hanzik, get the yellow! Okay, he does get the yellow after some sweaty palms. Lacking in the health that he needs. Look how delayed the health boosts are. They're very delayed. Saying look like you can look. I don't think you have this client, but they are delayed by a lot. It's going to be another 38 seconds before the other health boost spawns. Hanzik losing the MG fight there. And it's going to give Redon the yellow unless Hanzik runs in really fast. He does do it, and he gets the better spawn. So that's fortunate for Hanzik because he needs this game to start going his way. It has not so far. Quad's going to be up pretty soon. Hanzik's not going to have a stack. Neither of them are. Hanzik is dead. Clutch rifle.
Boost in 10 seconds.
Alright. Hanzik can get there first. Misses the flick rifle, but he's got the position. He's waiting for Redon to set up down there, and he's dead. Unfortunate. Well, not unfortunate, like poorly timed jump there. Redon's going to take the yellow, Hanzik's going to take the health boost. And fire off a pretty optimistic spam rocket on MG side.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
7 frags, 6 minutes. Redon has looked like the better player. Redon's sticking out, pushing his luck here. This is a mistake, but he does kill him. But his yellow's up. Hanzik goes and kills him, and obviously that is a bad move. So
You just can't trust the spawns here.
no, and Redon really made a mistake by pushing out there. It's the first mistake I've seen him make really at all this entire
Health
tournament.
boost in 10 seconds.
He's lost
Quad
fights, but
damage
that
in
was the
10
first
seconds.
mistake. But Hanzik does not punish him for it. And this is getting out of control. Yellow's up.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
Redon doesn't know it. What the hell? Yeah, okay. Alright, well that was silly. But, Hanzik coming out really on the bottom there. He needed that yellow, and he needed control, and he runs right into a shotgun there. I mean, what do you expect?
Quad damage
I
in
really
10
feel like, and
seconds.
this is
Boost
what
in
I was
10
saying at the
seconds.
beginning in whatever words I used then, I really think like the meta for Metal 2 has moved on without
Health
Hanzik.
boost in 10 seconds.
What do you mean the meta has moved on? Like, you think he's not as strong here anymore?
I think he's exactly as strong as he used to be, but we figured out new ways to play it that he hasn't adjusted to.
Well, maybe that'll push him to learn a few more maps. And...
This is the biggest
although
quad
he's
run
putting
of
up
all
a monster
time.
quad run here.
This is ridiculous. He's
exactly what
still
needed.
down by a lot, but he's put some life into the game here. Yellow will be here for him as long as he doesn't blow up the spot. Hanzik. Okay, Redon is conceding the position. Hanzik is losing. What is he doing? Alright, Hanzik needs to check his nerve endings because his feel is way off.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
He's going to forfeit green, and quad's going to be up right after that. I don't think he knows
Quad
either of
damage
those
in 10
things.
seconds.
He might wait for yellow here. No, he's not. He needs to go around the corner shot. Alright, well that's actually valid. Redon's going to know exactly where he is. Good move. Redon has 200 health boost right now. He's got 13 more seconds to keep it, and then yellow armor will be up for him. Helpful spam rocket into his face for Hanzik there. But Redon's got these choke points all camped out. Hanzik is going to be way too late. So Redon's going to be 200, and I don't think Hanzik really appreciates that fact.
Health boost in 10 seconds. Quad damage in 10 seconds.
Almost falling asleep watching Hanzik pacing through that one area there, waiting for yellow.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
This, I think to give some context for how Bengu sighting. To some context for how over this is Hanzik's Monster quad run wouldn't even put him back in the lead right now, and there's only one more quad anyway. So it would look that Redon is going to be taking his 7th FFA title in
8 tries? Or, I guess he's only had 7 tries.
No, that's what
7 out of 8 total.
Boost
Yeah.
in 10 seconds.
He hasn't even lost yet, has he?
He hasn't lost yet. I was saying that earlier.
Yeah, well, maybe you and I would have something to say about it next time.
Well, as long as you don't schedule FFA for when I'm gone, which, you know, can't be helped if you do, but I'm expecting to go to San Francisco
Quad damage
in
in
like
10 seconds.
early
Help boost in
January.
10
I haven't
seconds.
booked tickets yet, but so I'm thinking I'm gonna
Well,
be
that
gone
sounds
then.
nice.
Yeah, it should be nice. I've never been to San Francisco, but one of my buddies in chat right now lives there, and I think I'll go out and see him. But anyway, so I'll be gone for that, but it's probably gonna be like Insta around then anyway. If we
Yeah.
do a team tourney on the 2nd, and then Insta in January, so hopefully I'll be back.
I don't think we'll see FFA.
Back and in shape by the time the next FFA tourney comes around, and you will be as well.
Yeah, I think that'll happen probably around mid-February, something like that. So it'll probably be a while.
All right. Well, congratulations to Redon. Inspiring Metal 4 from Hanzik. He needs to stop picking Metal 2. He needs to keep picking Metal 2 against me, because I'm really appreciating that he keeps doing that. But if he wants to actually win, I think he should start picking Metal 3 again, because I think his Metal 3 game is still right where it needs to be to be among the best. But Metal 2, people are just playing it a lot more cautiously. Than they used to, and Hanzik's style of play does not deal well with caution.
So isn't there supposed to be like a Steam card coming out or something?
Maybe. What about a bronze final? More FFA. No, there's no such thing as a bronze final because it's double LM loser bracket. Right. Never mind.
Yeah, well, most people don't really care for the bronze game anyways, in my experience.
Well, doesn't matter because it wouldn't make any sense for there to be one. The bronze game is the lower bracket final. So Lokio coming in third, Hanzik coming in second. Read on. 7th title out of 7 tries. 7 out of 8 total titles that have been had in this tournament. That is insane, and he has definitely cemented himself above Tenchi, Ace, and Magical in terms of sheer dominance. I would love to see what those players would have to say about it if they were active today, and I think we all would, but they're not. So they lose, and Redon wins. Gotta feel bad for Lokio here. He really trained for this tournament, and he didn't see himself ending up on NMP8. It's just, you can't. Well, he's got no one to blame for but himself for that, but it's just I don't know what you can say. Not unfair, but unfortunate. He didn't get to he played Paradigm against Redon, and then he played NMP8 at all. So, not probably where his best chances would have been, but that's what happened. So he'll have to pick himself up by his bootstraps, keep trying, and come back hard next time. Because as long as he's playing, he's going to be a heavy favorite to go deep and potentially win. Hanzik having a very good attitude about the whole thing. Very respectable. I think Hanzik always has a good attitude about FFA. He just doesn't take it that seriously. Like, he plays and he has fun and he wants to win, but he rarely stresses about it. So that's good for him. Hanzik advocating we bring back the Grand Champ ban. Retroactively, let's say.
I disagree with that. That just detracts from the future winner. You know what I mean? I mean, don't you feel a little bit of that your one title came when he wasn't there?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't actually support the Grand Champ ban coming back. It has a function, and it's defensible insofar as it makes things interesting to see a different winner. But I'm more in the camp that it doesn't need to exist, because really, personally, I just want to see the best players every time. There's no need to throw an artificial wrench in there. Yes, one player pro tournament called just including Redon, and then one tournament for the rest of us mortals. Good idea, Hanzik. Yeah, Frost, you make a good point that I think my point responding to is good, that points made things. They played. They showed up today. We had Master. We had... Well, Benz didn't play JS30. Benz usually can't make it on Sundays. But we had Master. We had Daft Punk. I don't know if he played in JS30, but the point is that he played it all. We had Skills back. We had Zara. Zara was going to play JS30, but she couldn't make it. We didn't have Shaky, but... Shaky playing in JS30 was a huge accomplishment in and of itself, and then with his sensitivity being massively adjusted, you can't blame him for wanting to get a little more comfortable with it before risking tourneys again. But yeah, I think we did great in terms of JS30 players showing up for the main tourney.
Yeah, this was actually, I think, a record for FFA. I think it was like 13 or 14. Previously, the record was 11, so I guess we're still growing.
We only had 11. 11 must have been that tourney where like we had like 6 FFA champions or something.
Yeah, that was a gauntlet, but
That was
this
insane.
one not quite as much, but still some good games, and I think Hate really showed that he's got a lot of potential down the road
I agree
to do some
completely.
damage.
Starch is repeatedly taunting me, which I love. He's just finding me on the map over and over again and taunting me. Hanzik, I'm just typing now that Hanzik's more stable and Hanzik's saying that he's unstable. So, you know, you decided to believe. How do you spell this? I think it's like this. Spell check and modern everything has absolutely ruined my ability to spell without a red line under things. Well, I'm having such a good time hanging out. I don't even want to end the stream, but oh, I have to stream the raffle. Where's the Cuerdo?
I'm talking to him right now.
Perfect.
Kid, do you have anything to sort of raffle with? Maybe there's some sort of randomizer somewhere.
I assume there is. Someone should tell me which randomizer to use, and then I'll pull it up and use it on stream.
He's saying everyone has equal odds, except for me. Or, well, he says I'm banned, but I didn't play anyways, so it doesn't matter.
Yep. Alright, I'm gonna put on my splash screen. I'm gonna go in Discord to sort this out. Alright. Yes. Nobody go away. Well, you can go away if you want, but if you want to stick around, we're going to be doing the raffle. We're going to be doing the raffle soon live on stream to remove any chance of tampering. Just waiting for someone for the absolute exact directions of what I should do here to fulfill my role.
Check the link I just sent you.
Okay. Okay, let me open this. Alright, Rand, enter all the names in the field below, each on a separate line. I can do that. What are all the names, though? Can I get a list of the names?
Do they need spaces or commas, or
I'll
I could
just
send you a
I'll
list?
format it when just send me however and I'll format it. They need to be each on a separate line, but I can take care of that step. I'm gonna step out and feed my cat for a second before he destroys everything in the room, and then we'll raffle this
Okay, I
off.
sent
Mike,
it to you.
just a minute. Trying to get some raffle music here, but the track I want is in my iTunes library, and it might take like 10 minutes for my iTunes library to open.
You have a raffle track?
Well, I thought of a track that would be good for the raffle, yeah.
Aren't you a drummer? Can't you just do like a little drum roll?
Yeah, I could do that, but I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to. All right, forget the raffle track. Let's just get this happening. Got my list. Putting my list in the tool. Bringing the tool up on stream. All right. All right, everybody see this? This is mini web tool. I have all the names of the raffle here. See? Redon, Lokio, Hansik 1, Raphael, Tamino, Skills, Benzomatic, Master, Krakovic, Bertolt Brecht, Roddy, Kate, and Toph, and Zara. If that's not everyone, do a drum stream. I'm not doing a drum stream. If that's not everyone, then someone can point it out and invalidate it. But I'm thinking that's everyone. I'm going to click pick a random name, and we're going to have our winner. Yes, World of Tanks
Dude,
advertisement.
have you ever heard of an ad blocker?
You know, I've had ad blocker before, and it just takes away revenue from streamers like me, and also doesn't stop all pop-ups. And I don't know. I had one installed, and it seems to have not be installed anymore. All right, Hanzik 1 wins the raffle.
Oh, good for him.
What a great consolation prize for Hanzik 1. But there it is. You all saw it, and there it is. Hanzik 1 wins the raffle. All right, I'm closing the stream. It's Edge anyway. It's like I don't use this browser. I opened up this browser so it would be a clean browser. All right. I don't think there is any point to continuing the stream at this point. So I am going to close for today. Thank you for all coming out and showing an interest in FFA. Thanks for co-casting, Frosty, and running the tournament. And I'll see you guys all again, hopefully on the 2nd. Or I think there's going to be a team tourney, so I will be here to cast that. Probably not playing it. I don't know, maybe, but to cast it for sure. And then after that, I hope we'll have a nice holidays and reconvene in the winter. So take it easy.